No, yeah, yeah. School's been okay so far. This is kind of my big semester before everything starts kicking off. I got to start taking my like highest level courses the next 3 semesters. So we'll see how that goes. But on top of that, uh, during those semesters, I also get to go back to taking some of the easier classes. So
Very nice.
I'll have a little bit of A and B, which is fine because right now I just have a lot of the intermediate stuff, and it's marginally more difficult than the stuff at the start. So
Is it difficulty level or is it time consuming?
time consuming. None of it's actually hard. There are no wrong answers a lot of the time. So, but that's because I'm an English major. So how's it going?
It's going good. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. We're doing great.
Good.
Stream's up, by the way. I just have it on the title card while we're waiting.
Oh, cool. Beans.
Well, while we're here,
Yeah.
can I make those necklace of prayer bead rolls?
Yes. Why don't we do that right away? We'll move over. We'll get something playing. The Ved Coast theme up there while you guys are here.
Be crazy if you got one of each.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Because they are reusable, right?
Yep. Once a day or something.
That's pretty good. All right. How is my audio today, by the way? Just checking.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah, it sounds so far with me.
Okay.
You had problems in the past?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, just starting out, the stream audio is really bad. It took a while for us to, or for me rather, to figure out what works and what doesn't. So just always like to check if I can.
Sure.
I think that was before your time with the old microphone. But even this one has sometimes the program that runs it won't be working, and I won't notice. So.
Oh, when we just had whole episodes of you we could hear you, but the stream couldn't.
That was just the OBS not functioning, not selecting the microphone as operational. Like it just wouldn't do anything for it.
Yeah.
So. Alrighty. Yeah, let's move over to just so that so everybody can see what we're rolling for. These are just D20s, right? Multiple D20 rolls just to see what you get for your prayer beads.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, makes sense. All right. Just adjusting a little bit. Alrighty. How many D20s is it? I have to roll for that, actually, don't I? I have to see how many beads are on this thing, first of all.
Yeah, it is 6 exists.
1d4 plus 2.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Cross your fingers.
Crossing my toes, my fingers.
I rolled a 3. So you have five beads on the old necklace there.
Very nice. Okay.
Not too bad. Not too bad. How's it going, Matt?
All right. Been one of those days, just running around and that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
I am here though, and that makes life a lot better.
Good. We're rolling up some items. Stream's up. We're just kind of hanging out, waiting for. Well, we're not waiting for Hunter. He'll be here at 8:30. But we're waiting just for everybody to get here who can be here. So we'll start pretty soon here. D20s then. Yes. 5 of them. I will.
I'm gonna do individuals for suspense.
Individual. I think I roll the D20s.
Oh, you do.
The DM decides. Yes. So
Okay.
First thing,
You get one of each.
you get 1. So it'll be bless.
Okay.
You get a cure wounds or lesser restoration. So curing. You get a blessing, a curing. I see they have different. Okay, so there's multiple on the curing one. So 1 bead of blessing, 1 bead of curing, another bead of curing, 1 bead of favor, and then here's the last one. Another one of blessing. So 2
Favor.
blessing beads, 2 curing beads, and 1 favor bead.
What do you say favor?
It's the greater restoration.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
nice.
looking only on the words. Okay, I see. Say it again for me. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Favor.
So 2 blessing beads,
Uh-huh.
2 curing beads, and 1 favor bead. I rolled a
Right.
6, a 7, a 12, a 13, and a 6. Windwalk would have been pretty cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
Or planar ally.
Yeah, both of those. 100%. Well, either way, that's
Were you rolling up?
some pocket healing. He got a magic item where you have to roll to see what you actually get from the item. So-
Gotcha.
So each one of those beads has a different spell that he can cast from it now. And he rolled the second. I rolled the second most amount of beads that could be on the item. I guess I kind of rolled a little low on the reward side of things, but he does get to cast Greater Restoration from it, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that one comes in very handy.
Yes. Is it a new day? I think it is. Let me check and see my calendar. I'll make a few rolls for you guys.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day.
Well, let's see. Your party doesn't really have to worry about a couple things. Currently, and that's because King Sorrow's dead. So that's one important piece of the puzzle there. It's the 29th, so it's the start of the day, the 29th. You have basically 6 days before you got to be out of here.
So, do I need to roll for another member of the entourage?
Yes, if you'd like to roll another D. Actually, hold on. I need you to roll me a couple different dice because so Hal Hazar has the most different like tables that you can actually roll on. I have to see which one you actually are gonna get quick.
Okay.
So let's see here.
Also, my notebook is actually at work. I grabbed the wrong bag and then left that bag at work, so I can keep notes and that sort of thing with the sheets here. But any of my like brand tied to lore stuff is unavailable at the moment.
Understood. So you're about as equipped as I am on most days anyway. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Let's see here. City, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll me a D10 and then divide it by 2, basically.
Oh, okay.
Just like we had you roll a D4 in Adanya where they have 4 different tables. Okay, so right down the middle then, that will be number 3, and then roll me a D6 if you would.
A2.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me make sure I got this correct, because oh, that's so weird. All right.
Who joins the fun?
A big bug.
A large bug?
A large bug. How does this go down? Almost like a giant firefly. This large insect from one of the deeper recesses of the world will come under your command. You gain control of a giant fire beetle. He's a good guy, you know?
I mean, he's an actual beetle, right?
He's a actual just bug. Yep. Hold on. Yeah, you know what he looks like? He looks a lot like the things that like spit out fire from Starship Troopers, except he's really small. and basically he doesn't spit fire or anything like that. He is just a giant like firefly. He doesn't have any wings or anything like that. He is this big glowing bug.
Okay.
From deep within the Undercity. So
Okay. Question, because I know it's, if I remember correctly, get to the right screen, Matt. It can go where either he is in awe of I, or he is in awe of the Maven, correct?
yes, either one.
Hmm.
Oh, this poor guy. He
What?
has 5 hit points.
Yeah, I think honestly, I don't know what. I think he might go and find a new home in the dusk.
Okay. He will.
I don't know. I think he could, if he's a small little critter, but I mean, it's a place where I know that we've mentioned the fact that there's lots of lamps and that sort of thing. I don't know. Guiding fire beetle seems to be a
Yeah,
thing that they might be able to use.
He's the size of a small dog. So if you explain the situation that this creature, because he's
What are his interests? What does he like to do? Like
this bug.
He's a
Well,
bug
he
man.
has an intelligence of 1.
Mhm.
So eating plants, eating large mushrooms, things like that. Breathing. I think bugs do that. I really couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. They might not, for all I know.
So he can communicate?
No.
No. I either have a glowy dog or the Chantry has a glowing dog.
Yep.
And not a
Well,
smart dog.
No.
Is he a friendly dog?
Yes. All these creatures are friendly. Yeah.
Would the kids get along with him? Could he be like the
Possibly. Yeah.
forging futures like mascot? This bug? No, it's definitely Rocky. It's definitely Rocky.
So we will. Yeah, it's up to Bran. Wherever you want to send the bug.
I think he's going to go to the Chantry. Maybe they can just use him to kind of, I don't know.
They're
We'll
going to
see.
do is they're going to send him to the crypt to
I was about to say.
to feed on different like molds and things like that have grown down there. He's going to be like that fish that you get to make sure that your fish tank is clean.
Hey,
know.
those fish are damn important.
They're also cool as hell. So
Yeah. I feel like he's going to be one of those like curiosities, but also loved as time goes on.
they will,
I don't
in
know what a
exchange
giant-
for giant bug, because it's nasty as shit down there.
Mhm.
They will give you a vial of holy water.
Ooh, handy. Okay.
He has a good home. You don't always roll the best. What can I say? Giant bug.
No. Yeah.
Some-
It's. I am enjoying this power. There's parts that are maybe ethically questionable at times, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I also enjoy it very much.
All right. You guys rest up. Is there anything else that you needed to do during nighttime? Are we good to proceed?
No, I think I'm good. I am removing the gems from a couple of the wardens. The shadow gems.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it on Rudy though, and just keep it as the D6 damage.
Smart. Yeah, it's ultimately it's better than even as a 1-slot D6 item, it's still better than a lot of the slot items. So not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figured it would just be just him. It's
Yeah.
on his rapier.
I ultimately like it's either that or everybody in every campaign just does that and wins because there's no other low level. Yeah. But maybe just don't go into sunshine. Who knows? Maybe the cost is worth it.
Sunshine when he's gone. Sorry, it's been a day. The
It's a good
iPod is
song.
on shuffle.
I finished a book today, guys. I actually finished a short story that I've been writing for 6 weeks. It's I'm
Congratulations.
happy. Feels good. fuck me. I was trying to get this done for so long. I finally handed it in today, so I'm riding that high. My whole face is like I had a reverse stroke. It's great. All right. I think we
Before we
roll
take
dice.
off, I'm going to change
Go ahead.
that. I have the that floating proficiency bonus, and I'm just going to switch it because Arcana has been doing me jack all.
Right.
Right now. So
one thing that we actually got to that we hadn't done yet for this group is the chantry rooms, so we can do that quick.
Okay.
I meant to get to this a while ago, if you guys recall, and that's like your individual personalized little rooms in the chantry. Let's get that done while we can. Did you guys come up with any ideas to what you might want to be in there? I know you all have your own different places that you now reside, I think, right? Do people just live in the orphanage now, or how is that working?
Can we? Yeah, I assumed that there was just a full staff working there. That Danza probably vetted for us while we were away.
Yeah.
Kids, I assume we just got the essentially the ribbon cut, so we are allowed to accept kids. I don't know when that starts happening.
They'll start coming in today. I was gonna get to that.
Do we roll for our culture? What is it? Culture points?
You get one a week. I'll let you. Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
I didn't know
points.
that was
Culture points you get each day. Yes, we will do that in just a second here.
Okay.
I wanna get the rooms done first so that we can roll the rooms as well, because they will give you a point as well.
Okay.
And the way go ahead. I don't need to explain that again. I explained it last session. Basically, even if you're not there, they're still giving you something just by having like the knowledge or whatever is stored there. The points are implied progress, like insights and things like that you might have gained studying there once or doing something off screen, right? So
okay,
cool.
It's downtime stuff.
Downtime stuff. Yes, exactly.
So we put like a list in, and like they would like give us stuff that would like put in our rooms, or is that essentially right?
Yeah, you basically would have requested it early on, I would say, a couple weeks ago. And
Okay.
they're finally ready for you guys. These like little workshops basically. I like to explain them. They're like little dad garages. Like what do you keep in your garage? What do you do with it? What does it do for you? So all of these will give you one type of development point each day. It can be any kind. Just let me know what you want. And then it also has a passive, which will help you with some sort of skill, or maybe, let's see, Greg has a garage, so he can repair vehicles there. Lorenzo has a bandit lair, which allows him to get advantage on it's like inspiration. He gets to get advantage on a thieves' tools check, deception check, stealth check, or sleight of hand check once per day. We have Deus, who took one that gives him advantage on a tool check, or he can give somebody else advantage on a tool check. And each of those gives like a development point of their own.
I guess mine would be forge related.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll do that. You want to call it like a foundry? Or a forge? Like just a forge room?
Yeah, this is just like a little workshop within the Chantry of the Dawn. Separate from...
We could call it just a workshop if you wanted.
Yeah, like mine, I don't know. I think mine would be like a little weapons development area.
Okay. So do you want it to be specifically a weapons thing so it gives you military points?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. Military. All right, and then we'll say that this workshop you can actually just make like slowly over time items here. Like you'll just accrue like a amount of gold from this area that you can turn into items. So we'll say that each day you can create 10 GP of weaponry at this forge as a major action. That just implies like hanging out there. That's on top of whatever you can do as a skill check. So yeah, just whatever you craft there, you get. If you don't craft anything there, you still get 10 gold pieces worth of weaponry if you want it. Otherwise, you can just get cash instead.
Okay.
If you-
Yeah, I guess that would make most sense for Jimbo. Cause what he's been doing is just going to the. I think he would actually like. Now that I'm thinking about it, can you come back to me and cancel that?
Sure.
Yeah, because I think he would still prefer to work in the temple if he could, because
That
that's
makes
like,
sense. Yeah.
yeah.
We'll go back to you then later. It doesn't even really have to be now. We'll just keep that in mind for a later time. Bran, did you have an idea?
I'm torn from just kind of Brand's own kind of private chapel / kind of repository of lady knowledge, the lady knowledge. His other knowledge is different.
Oh, I see. The knowledge of the lady of that one, not
That
the other
one.
one. Okay, I was saying.
Yeah,
I understand.
of his lady, not the ladies in general.
Yeah.
He would have that in a completely different kind of situation. But or having it be knowing that it would be kind of inherently more safe, kind of almost a base of operations for kind of his like political looking out for the folks of Hal Hazar.
Sure.
Hmm?
I was just saying, sure. I think I see what you're saying there.
Yeah, just kind of part of it being kind of his political stuff, but then just also kind of the other ways that he's working to kind of look out for those folks, kind of what he feels like is like his subset of his charge from the lady. But so I don't know what kind of points that would get at all either, but
I'm almost thinking like either divinity or culture, even like
mhm.
as in like local culture and things that you could persuade others. That's like culture has a lot to deal with like political and governmenting, political spheres and governmenting and things like that. But also the divine charge as well. I could very much see being an important aspect of that. Ultimately, it's up to you. If you think that it might even be something different, then go for it.
Yeah.
But that's what comes to mind, at least for me.
Yeah. I mean, he could go either way real easy. Can you just tell me a little bit more about each of those points and what they do?
Yeah. Do you want me to go just down the list of points, like all of them? There's 10 total.
I mean, sure. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, whatever.
No problem. Let's take a look here. We go to Aelinor. We go to the New Materium. We go to Galaxies. Something. Okay, there we go. And Primena's Guidance. There we go. And Civics and Industry. We go down to the points. There are 10 points, like I mentioned. The very first one is Commerce. That's cash. That's your 750 gold equivalency exchange, right?
Yeah, and I get 2 of those already.
You get 2 of those already. Yep. Any other points that you convert, you got to convert into commerce before converting into other points, but you can do that. So that's the only limiting thing there. Basically, that's just your cash flow. It's implied either immediate cash flow or permanent like flow of exchange of money. So that could be literally a commoner's entire life earnings. If that's what you're trying to get. Culture identifies like either the local identity, like either the quantity of individuality that they have, or the significant like development that they've made in government and things like that, or the political power that they have, or the sort of ideas that they can then manipulate to accomplish certain tasks. Divinity is the next point. That's basically just arcane divine power. That is either how much you are generating, how much you are being sent from your worshippers, things like that. All different sorts of stuff like that. And you exchange those for either miracles, like having spells cast upon you that you might not normally have access to, or do and just need assistance. Making certain magic items that are more divine based than arcane, or recruiting. Each of these recruits a unit as well. Certain types of creatures have certain requirements for what types of points it use. So divine would like allow you to basically get celestials and things like that on your side, or priests. The next type of development points is food, which is pretty self-explanatory. That's either again a amount of food that's quite sizable, or a permanent flow exchange of commodities to supply somebody for basically their whole life. Different amounts of creatures need different types of food, etc., etc. Or need higher quality of food requiring more points. It's all the same thing. One development point might be the best banana ever conceived by the universe, or it's several tons of hay. Material is the next one. That is basically the amount of stone, wood, building supplies. Again, either how much you have or how much you're going to have and can distribute to other people. It could be stone, it could be wood, it could be whatever you need for craft or construction. It's just what you use to build things. Technology is the next one. That has both to do with ingenuity itself, like the aspect of it, the idea of making new things, but also actual physical like tools and things like that. Even to build a farm, you need technology points. You need at least one for most construction projects, with the exception of a few probably more cultural-based things. But your gears, your door locks, anything that you use to keep something safe, shovels, anything that you use for farming, weaponry, that kind of stuff will probably need technology. The next one is magic. That's arcane power, very similar to divinity. You use that to either recruit like elementals or weird things, or make magic items, cast spells. You can do very similar things to with divinity. Instead of casting divine spells, you'd be casting either more nature-based or arcane spells with magic. Military is either your weaponry that you have, the weaponry you could have, or the actual like military might that you possess. You can use that to recruit people. You can use that to order people around. All different sorts of things. Any grand campaign that you want to have with like a legion of army or of soldiers, you can do that. Otherwise, you can also just spend military points to give yourself 1,000 XP experience. So you can always just do that instead. And then there are the 2 malignance points. There's corruption and crime. Corruption is like otherworldly influence, either that you have or that will continue to seep in for the foreseeable future. And then there's crime. Crime is a lot like commerce, but reverse. You can use crime to get any other point. And sometimes it's allowed to be, you can use crime instead of commerce. But it's basically the more crime you have or the more corruption you have, the more dangerous the environment will become for other people or yourselves. And it represents criminal activity, your physical sort of weight within a community, things like that. How much can you push your weight around and get what you want at the expense of other people? So that is all 10.
Cool. I think for now, Bran is going to kind of have that little chapel repository kind of situation for the lady and do some divinity generating.
Sounds good to me. 1d6 divinity.
Later, I might make that headquarters thing part of the burden balls or something.
Yeah, that'd be pretty easy for you to do as well. As a major action. By the way, I gave you guys some pretty extreme discounts on the add-ons that you had because you had already spent so much on the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
add-ons now cost, well, they always have cost 5 development points, but again, it's 750 gold for each development point if you want to do it that way instead.
Okay.
So anytime you want to build another add-on, it's just 5 times 750 for whatever you want to shove on there.
Okay.
As a major action, you can gain inspiration. Inspiration, yes, by praying to the lady at this spot. You can gain advantage on a single religion check after doing so. Alrighty. So that's taken care of. Mo, what were you thinking? You might not be here, actually.
I am sorry. I'm
all
sick,
good.
so I have a horrible cough that just erupts out of nowhere.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You're muted.
A lot of people are sick right now. I'm sorry to hear that you got hit with that too.
Yeah. So I listened to your thing, and I was leaning between the divination route and the cooking route for the food supply.
Sure.
But I know I just did that thing with the altar in Tim, so we can always just go to him for the divination stuff, I guess, or for the
Yeah.
prayer and stuff.
Yep.
That doesn't, since that's just on the ship, it doesn't give any of these developmental stuff, right?
Not unless it's the big room up top. No, I have to check again. I didn't.
Because that is our war room.
That is your war room. Yeah, so you get military points from Tim instead. So yeah, but you do get the inspiration thing though for being able to pray there.
Okay.
You just don't get the points from it. Yeah. What's up?
A library of sorts for like
Sure.
and can I decide what's in there? Or what kind of books? Or is it could just be like a variety of stuff since the Chantry has access to so much knowledge to it to where it's at?
Yeah, you could just grab a whole bunch of books. What were you thinking as far as what's in there though? Just out of curiosity.
A combination of holy books and like armors and weapon stuff.
Okay.
So like all the documentation of the gods and stuff.
Gotcha. I wonder, do you want this to be like a maybe something that when you spend some time in here you can get advantage on like a search check or something like that. Whenever you come into combat with another creature, or would that not be something? What were you thinking as far as like a passive?
I wasn't at all. So
I see.
Your suggestion of where I'm leaning towards, because it makes a lot of sense that I've done all this research.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Like a advantage on the check or whatever.
Yeah. You know what? I'll give you a secondary benefit to that. Whenever you succeed on the one that you have advantage on, you can find out additional information. As a major action, you gain advantage on a search check against a creature. If you succeed this check, succeed on this check, you can learn 1 additional point of information. So, yeah, you'll get to find out what an ability of a creature does right off the bat the first time you make one of those checks. And then what were you thinking for the point here? I can see that going a couple different ways.
What do you mean? Oh, like between those 10 that you mentioned?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I think I want to lean into the divination route. I really enjoy the idea of like Coda passing on assistance or anything like that. Like the gods going, let me help him out.
I gotcha. Very cool. So we have gained 2 additional points of divinity for you guys. 2d6. All right. I'll copy paste that to the right spot. And then we'll find out what Sujius wants later when he gets back. Have you thought of anything, Jimbo?
I was messaging Mo and back and forth, and I think he went with the library thing. I'm thinking it. So I have a couple ideas. Like I'm not sure what the I know what I want the passive, I guess, to come out of it would either be to make the weapons that I do like work on better in some way, or maybe I have reduced time on like making armor in like general or stuff like that. Like it doesn't take as long for me to make it.
Yeah. But you don't want this to be your I see. You know what? What I will say then is that you can get a I don't know.
I was thinking like if I were to do, I was thinking about the library thing and like something where I could just have a place where I can learn about all the different types of metals and armors and how they're made and
okay, that's a good idea. So what I'll do is then instead of having that be your primary place, the next time you go to craft, you can make more.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's kind of like I didn't know how to word it essentially, but yeah, with just some way to like make it so I can make stuff better or faster or if I make like or, I don't know, if I actually work on a weapon, like maybe instead of it like it like when I personally do it, it's like maybe a D instead of a D6, like a D8 or something or.
Well, you can already, if you wanted to, you can already try to make your own type of stuff like that. It just increases the DC of the crafting check. But you can fully customize a weapon if you wanted to. You can already do that.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, then I think if I could just add on to that library, and maybe we could have like a split library thing where it's like a repository of knowledge of the gods and forging.
Sure. You can choose to, yeah. So I was thinking either craft faster or craft higher quality. And I don't know how to do the higher quality one other than the slot thing, like having an extra slot on something, or getting upgrades for free, like not complete ones, but something like it. I have okay. You can choose to gain to either gain a plus 10 gold boost to your next successful crafting progression roll, or we'll just say this can have the DC of the next experimental crafting check lowered by like 3. Why not? So whenever you try to mess with a spear and make it a D10, that's fine. It just has a higher DC. You can still probably try to pull it off. It just has a chance of maybe messing up, and that'll give you a military point for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
1d6 military. All right.
How are these points distributed?
That's a good question. Normally I just roll them, but if you guys want to roll them, you're free to do so.
I mean, like, sorry, so it's like the team as a whole gets all these development points and then decide what to do with them.
Yeah, each one of you can have a separate project that you siphon points towards. So you can either choose to keep your own points, or you can keep the points public for anybody to use. It's up to you.
I think we should keep them separate, and then when we want to like pool them together for something, then we could be like, oh, we need this guy or whatever, or this building made
Sure.
or something.
So why don't you guys in your character sheets then start marking these down in a certain section? We'll see. I'm gonna open up Brand's sheet quick. Can you put them in? What's a good spot for this?
I mean, would that be one of those things to do in like the additional resource tickers? Like
That yeah, but
Right.
there's 10 different kinds. That's not a bad idea though.
Um,
I mean, I know I have like upteen bajillion little tickers there. I don't know how many everybody else has, but
Yeah. You know what? Character appearance. Nobody I don't think has filled that out.
yeah. I was actually looking at mine. I'm like, I don't think I need this here anymore.
That's
Everyone
usually
knows what
for
Jimbo-
like an image. Yeah, everybody knows
Yeah.
what your characters look like more or less. So if
Okay.
you want to type them in there, then yeah, and then we can roll each person as we just go down the list, I suppose. So Bran, why don't you no, Jimbo, you'll start us out.
Oh, okay. So I know I already have one culture point. I'll put that in there. So what am I rolling?
1d6 military to start us out. Just 1d6, and if you get a 6, you win. Nope. All right,
Oh.
Bran, go ahead.
the 1d6.
1d6.
6. Come on, baby.
Nope.
All right.
Mo, go ahead. Nope.
Nope.
Close enough. 2d6 from the commerce of the bird and the balls and your rookery.
All right, so yeah, I already have 2 from that before. So
Yep.
we're going to do
Oh,
2d
that's right.
together.
And you also get to add a +2 to this as well. So you can add that. You can divide that up. So if you roll 2 5s, that counts as 2 6s.
All right, let's see. Can I add 2
Yep.
of them to that 4?
Yep. 100% you can.
All right, so I've got 3 commerce points.
Masterful. All right. Up next then is the Forging Futures orphanage. Who wants to roll for that one? We've got the actual thing itself, which is culture, and then we also have to roll for each and every single one of the different modules as well. So there's the training yard, the trade school, the kitchen, and the survival course.
Go ahead, Mo. Do it for us.
What do you want to do? 2d6?
Start with 2d6. Yep. Hey. Okay, so you get 1 culture point, Mo.
Okay. Now what?
All right. Up next is go ahead and roll me a d6 for your training yard.
No.
Nope. That's okay. Roll me another one for your trade school. Nope. Go ahead and roll me one for the big kitchen. We'll see how that's doing today. Nope. You're feeding people though. These are not implied failures. These are other people getting benefits from these just being up and about. And then go ahead and roll me another d6 for your food or material from your survival course. I'll let you pick which one you want.
Let's do material.
Sounds good. Let's see what we get. That's a 4. Doesn't matter. All right.
Okay.
I'm now going to roll for the crabbing ships and the shrimp ships.
Can you tell me one more time real fast? Those last like 5 rolls that I did.
Yep.
What were they for again?
These are for the development points that you get from your buildings that you have. So those were specifically, all those other ones are the other little like training areas that you guys have built on top of Forging Futures, like all the different little classes and stuff like that.
Which rooms were those? I can't remember what rooms were in there.
You have a kitchen.
Oh, I see them. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I scrolled down and I found them. I apologize.
Perfect. All right. So let's see. 66. He will get 2 food points. Roll 6d6 plus 4. Actually, just 66 and we'll add 4. It's easier. And another 2. So he'll only get 4 food points total from all those dice. Unfortunate. Still made cash though. Sugius. All right, I'll put that in his character appearance. All right, now that my little shticky fucking mechanic is done for the day, you guys are free to do what you like to. Brand new day, brand new start. My music is shut off, I guess. What are you all up to?
What was the time difference between here and Namora? It wasn't that much. I remember it being like.
Oh, that's right. We're talking with family now, aren't we?
Jimbo was gonna go do that.
Yes, 100%.
Because he's almost died a couple times in the last couple weeks. He's like, yeah, maybe I should tell him something.
Matt, can you leave the activity quick in the thing? It says you're the host, and I cannot use the.
Oh yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Activity?
How do I do that?
I suppose that was. Let's do this correctly. I suppose we said that was happening even before yesterday evening, right? Or is that not true?
Oh yeah, it was happening like nighttime. I was going in. I thought we said it was like afternoon for them, or like supper time,
Yeah,
or like
it is about supper
bed,
time. Yeah,
like bedtime. It's round there for them.
you can see the big. Let me see. I believe it's a big green moon right overhead right now. Kind of shining all over the
Yes.
place. The swamp is overrun with all different sorts of plants and things like that as you descend down to your familial home.
Okay,
Let
I
me
would.
see. Do I have a map still? I had a map of the farm, didn't I?
I thought you did. That was like the first map I saw, or it was like the farm's right next to her, like right off the map, or something.
Yeah, I don't think we have a farm map, unfortunately. That's a
Oh,
shame.
well.
Yeah, you take off and land at your familial home over in Nermora. We see you. What's the name of this ranch? What should people know about it?
This ranch. Let's see. This is what is it? The Jimmy John Joan James. So yeah, the John Joan Jameson ranch. They're known for what are we known for?
This is an old map.
Could
Oh
this have
yeah.
been I joined you for, Jimbo? Or
I
was this be a middle of the night?
I don't remember if you were coming or not.
I thought you kind
I
of took
don't.
off on your own, man.
Yeah, like I think you went to bed or something, and I was like, all right, I'm going.
All good.
I don't remember, but if you wanted to come, it doesn't matter.
No worries. I'll let you do it.
I left a note on the table next to like, I'm be back with Tim or
So
something.
I believe
Um,
Poe Dunkington is this one, right?
I want to say it's this one. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, so I think they would be known for maybe potatoes and just like a lot of ground plants. So like carrots, potatoes, maybe onions, those type of things. And then
You're
of
root
course,
veg.
yeah, we're a brute family.
Gotcha. You kind of bring this ship in, and you see kind of scuttering out from underneath the floorboards of this kind of a little rickety in some spots farm. The occasional little furry tail of one of these swamp raccoons making their way out. It seems like they are an infestation that does not lessen up even when you're gone for a few days.
I swear I've seen one of them split in two once, and then there was just two of them, and they ran in different directions.
Yeah.
Weird creators.
As you touch down, the ship makes a very, very, very small amount of noise when it actually moves. But as it lands, it lets out a moo. And you notice that people are starting to. You notice your father and your mother look through the window and stuff like that. And your father steps out, and he's got this kind of like confused expression. And he's like pointing at everybody, and he begins to like shout a little bit.
Yeah, so I jump out of Tim, I guess in one of the many mysterious ways I can leave Tim.
Yep.
And I've got Rocky with me, and I walk out, and I think I would just have some, like, just good old normal commoner clothes on, but with the fancy cape, of course.
Right.
He loves his cape. He comes out, and he would just say, hey, Ma, hey, Pa, it's just me, Jimbo.
Jimbo. Wait, well, you just come out of a. What is that thing? What?
That's a Tim.
Get over here, boy. Get away from Tim. That's. Well, all right. Well, how you looking?
It's I'm doing pretty good. I've had some close calls these last couple weeks, months. Time is weird. But yeah, it's been overall pretty good. Pretty good. I yeah, this is actually my ship. Let's just say it's a ship.
This is a ship. What you said just
Yeah.
now is categorically wrong, son. I'm sorry. This is a thing. It's like a fish.
I know. When you let's go inside, and I'm gonna
All
tell
right.
Tim to go like fly up and just hang out in the clouds or something.
Well, he listens to you, so yeah, I guess he is. Weird. Really weird,
Yeah.
son. All right. Well, it's about dinner time, so we were just you're just thinking about you. Why don't you come on in and you can take your seat at the table. Let's see.
Oh, I'm glad I was hoping I'd catch dinner.
Just about everybody's home, actually. Catch your brother before he was about to head out again. And even your sister's home. So.
Oh, perfect. Well, let me come on in, and I'm gonna make sure to bring in I'm gonna pull the book out, but not tell him what it is yet.
Yeah.
And walk on in.
Uh.
Let me see. Hold on. Just need to refresh myself on the family. Jessica, Jericho. Good old Jericho. Okay. Yeah. So what's at the table? What's a good
You
old
a couple new sort of additions from what you're used to, actually. You see sort of cooked at the table the occasional like kind of weird looking swamp rodent, a few other things like that, but also like these um like the classics are there, right? You got your potatoes, things like
Yeah.
that, what you're used to. But what you also see is like the occasional like insect that's been like grilled and split open and things like that, and like it's almost like cooked crab is at the table today. Um, and it turns out that yeah, it is not a bug, but instead, yeah, there are these like large crustaceans that seem to reside within the swamp now. And I guess
Are
they
these
float.
so I bite into it and I'm like, "Oh, what is this new to the area?"
Uh,
These
yeah. Yeah, your brother was out and about trying to sell a piece of land, and he saw these little things floating around. So I figured maybe they'd make good food. And they taste a little bit weird at first, but I don't know, seasoning, little bit of finesse, and it's pretty good. Pretty damn good, I think. Um,
I'm gonna press a digitation and make it just a little bit better.
yeah,
Just
it
a
is
little
it is
magic
very
spice.
strange, but a meal's a meal in Silicica, so.
Oh yeah, no, this is right at home for Jimbo. I mean, he's enjoying the food. I think he would be telling them stories about where he's been. Maybe leave out some of the more of the cultist stuff and just tell him like the sights that you've seen and like that type of thing. Like he's not really telling about the close calls or the fights.
What's the strangest place that you tell them about?
Ooh, okay. So, there was the Valley of the Dead that we did see. There was just a bunch of dead dwarves, right?
Yep.
Um, I think I would tell them the strangest thing would probably be the core of Aelinor. I think that still supersedes like Valley of Dead Dwarves.
Wait.
Like,
So you went all the way to the center of the planet? What is that? I'm
yeah, there is
confused.
this long, like miner shaft essentially that went straight down, and when it kept going and going, and there was these flashing lights, and then all of a sudden we were at this altar with a river that was flowing out of the altar somewhat. It was quite strange. Everything was glowing this weird fluorescent blue. Um, I described the cave because I personally don't remember it a little bit.
Yeah.
Not too, yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I tell them all about it, and then I like yeah, and then it's like this. It's supposedly it's this river of the god Aelinor. Something I think it might even be his blood, but I'm not quite sure. All this god stuff is quite confusing, if I'd say so myself.
Oh, I bet so. That's it's real strange. Well, and how was the planet? What was that like? Talking to
Well,
your
actually, it was. Are we losing you, Fib?
no, I was just
Okay.
stuttering. I'm trying to. The fucking YouTube thing is having a conniption, so I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah. Uh, it was quite eye-opening, I could say, at least, at least for Jimbo. I think more than anybody. Um, yeah, it was very interesting. I gotta say, talking to somebody with so much wisdom and I guess I could say care for each and every one of us. It's quite of an experience. It's hard to describe without being there.
Well, I just hope you're doing okay, and they're not asking you to do anything too crazy. Did you get to talk to Raldir at all by chance?
Yes, I did. I got to have a conversation with him, and I tell him all about the meeting of the 20, the court of the 20, um and how I had met the Raven Queen. But I tell him like every single detail about Raldir, from like down to like how his beard was on fire, um, the nine yards,
Yeah.
and
Your mom and dad are like geeking out at this like description and stuff like that. Like they
oh yeah,
didn't expect this at all. Um
and yeah, after I was worshiping, I wouldn't say worshiping. I've never been one for worship, but I guess more the better word is when I was working on some new equipment. All of a sudden, I could do this, and I show them how I can set myself on fire now. And like the image of Jimbo kind of looks like a fiery raw deer, right? If
yeah.
that's yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I got some divine inspiration. I show him I can catch on fire and that kind of stuff. It's crazy.
Well,
All
I'll
this
be
stuff.
you proper devoted individual you are. Look at you getting all godly yourself, it seems. I see the forge has treated you well. And you've been keeping track of your tools? You learn anything out there?
Oh yeah. I show him the Barduk's hammer, and I'm like, this is my favorite tool that I get to play around with all the time. It allows me to do like different enchantments on top of, just the good old metalwork. Um And let's see.
Got to be careful with enchantments, though. Tell me, how does it work? The hammer.
Well, when when you're just in the heat of the moment, essentially, you can call on the power to essentially just. How does it work exactly? Do I just think, because the way you describe it is I just think it and it happens. Like when I'm hitting stuff, I have to like have the intent of enchanting, right?
Yeah. You
Okay.
basically the effort of the craftsman and the striking and the area that you're striking like gives it the power of the
Mhm.
dusts and things like that that are all collected in there.
And I can give him a demonstration. Actually, I will. I'm
Yeah.
going.
I got this
I
piece over here. You want to try seeing what happens? He takes out like this long, like almost like a lance, like a fishing lance. Not your traditional
sure.
weapon per se, but something that you've seen folks definitely using in the swamps around here.
So there it is. I'm gonna do 2 smacks. So 2d8. Acid, then necrotic.
Nice. Well,
I feel
that's
like we've been here before.
yeah, that is harvest. So yeah, it whenever it deals damage, it will now heal. Or not whenever, but you can choose to deal a burst of damage and receive healing. So
Cool. Well,
um
that's his weapon. I don't need the description or
yep, yep,
anything.
yep,
It's
yep,
just
yep, yep.
and I'm like,
This
yeah,
is
should do this. And I explain or I think I don't know. I tell him I don't actually know what it does until I play around with it. So be careful.
well, I'll keep that in mind, but I'll send it on its way and maybe charge extra for this one. We're helping out Solomon down the road, so see what
Oh, good old Solly.
see what he comes up with. Yeah, folks around here are actually having a bit of a rough time as it were lately. Things are the plants, it's that time of summer where everything starts getting overgrown a little bit, and it
Oh,
seems we're almost short-handed this time. The crops are going great. The issue is that everything else is growing much better. So
well, there was actually a couple reasons I did wanted to come down to town. Was I felt like I should. I've been making quite good money adventuring and exploring those different caves and stuff. So I was gonna give them like what would be a good amount of money to help the town out with like I would say like I guess hiring hands to deal with the fields, maybe little bit more protection and I guess rebuilding the
how
town a
much
little
do you
bit.
have? How much do you have?
I have 1,500 platinum and 500 gold. I was thinking
Okay.
about doing like either 1,000 gold or like 2,000
A
gold or
thousand
something.
gold could hire like yeah, basically pardon me, like 500 people. Um one day, right? So you divide that out over a couple days, right? And you can get like, 10 or 20 30 maybe 40 to work for potentially like the whole summer just clearing stuff out, like additional hired hands and stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Okay. Yeah, so I'll do probably like 1,000 gold for that, and then just to help with the infrastructure of the town,
sure.
um, that type of thing. So I'll just mark that.
You will gain one fame. Normally you'd get more, but you're giving it to your dad. So there's a couple levels of separation here.
Ah, yeah.
There's still nepotism laws.
Yes.
Yeah. Jimbo isn't really like the town favorite around here. So that would be 100 platinum, right? If I'm
Yeah.
okay. I just
His
wanted
eye
to make sure.
his eyes widen. It's been a while since he's seen that much money for sure. Uh and most folks in Varetia, or most of Silicica have not held 1,000 platinum before. Um, Other than maybe the greater captains from like the coastline, things like that.
Right.
Um, yeah, you kind of. Oh, that's
Oh, I
very
thought. Wait.
generous of you, son. But
100 platinum, not 1,000.
Yeah.
I'm not giving him 10,000 gold.
Yeah, even that. That's
Yeah.
that's still quite a bit. We can certainly do a lot, and I'm sure not all of this is just going to get put into hired hands. It's going to help out in a lot of other ways too. So thank you.
Well, of course, and I would say I'd hope you use some of that to, I guess, make the house a little bit more cozy, fix her up and stuff.
Yeah, maybe get some of those old planks removed and move some stuff around. We've had quite the infestation recently, but we don't mind it now that Rocky is not around anymore. Little scampering was he was a nuisance, but he was our nuisance,
Yeah. You should see him now, and I don't know. I would imagine I brought Rocky,
Okay.
but yeah.
Rocky comes in after chasing around. Like, you had
I
Rocky
imagine
for a few
like we
seconds.
landed and
Yeah.
Rocky just like did that thing where he was just like a shadow, like and then gone.
Yep.
Like chasing something. Yeah. Go ahead.
He comes out and he's like walking on 2 feet again, and looks at you and then goes slowly back down on all 4 feet, and he kind of just grumbles to himself.
Yeah. And this is Rocky now, guys. He had quite the growth spurt.
I can tell. He's, would you be surprised if I said that this wasn't even the biggest one I've seen?
I was kind of worried that he might be the biggest one, but if he's not, because I've been asking everybody around, like, why has he been growing so fast? Maybe they're supposed to get this big. Who knows? We don't really even know where they came from. There's just that portal. They started pouring out, and then now we got all these little lovable guys running around.
That's it's just kind of how it is around here. Yeah.
Does that mean there's some big queen like raccoon roaming around?
Yeah.
That's like monstrous.
Yes.
Oh god.
The one he explains is like the size of like a house. Yeah.
I want to tame him or her. Maybe I could go have a conversation with the great thing one day. Great raccoon. Yeah, and then I can't remember who's. I think it's my dad. No, my mom. My mom, yeah. So I hand my mom the granny's memorandum, and I'm like, well, I went to the afterlife, and no, I didn't die.
Whoa! Everybody
Yeah,
like, you died, Jimbo? Fucking, your brother.
Well, and I have a flashback to I'm paralyzed with that bone thing.
Yeah.
No, I didn't quite die. But yeah, I hand her the book, and I'm like, this was I met the Raven Queen, and she has this great library of everyone's memories and all of these, their life stories. And I opened the book and I hand it to my mom, and this was like, it goes throughout her life story. Shows like the moments where she was first born, holding my mom, and all those good little moments. And I'm like, yeah, I just figured before I went on this next big trip, I would at least drop this off to the family.
My goodness. Well, thank you. Oh my. And she'll start like reading it, and as it displays like, you don't read this book, it shows you like an image, like as you sort of open it up. So she'll just start like, she'll put her hand up to her mouth and just start like crying, basically, like right away. Oh, thank you so much. This is I never would I believe I'd get to have such a story told to me. We're going to pass this down for years and years and years. That's oh my goodness. I don't suppose. Oh, come around, y'all. You should try and find out more about my mom.
Yeah, and then while they're doing that, I'm gonna pull my dad to the side and pull him into my room, have a little conversation.
What's up, son? What's up?
So I didn't want to say this to the others because they're not, they're a little bit more queasy than you. But I'm gonna be taking that good old ship you saw earlier, Tim, and we're gonna be actually going out to the stars of beyond and fighting on some grand crusade for the gods. Um, it's not gonna be a good time, and I'm not even sure if I'm gonna make it back. To be honest, you know, the last time they left the planet, most of the Fate Given died. Uh,
He
so
nods. He remembers hearing something like that happening. Um. All right. Well,
I'm
you're
not saying
strong.
good.
I
Yeah.
can tell that you've grown, and you look like a real force to be reckoned with. I don't even think I could take you anymore. You know. Um.
No, no, no. I don't think so either. Not with everything I've learned over these last
Good.
couple months.
Well,
Um,
I tell you what. You learned a lot. You keep learning. All right. Never stop learning, and you try your best to come back if you can. If you can't, then give him hell, and we'll sure have a story to tell for a long time. So we're very proud of you. We're very proud of what you accomplished, as you can see coming home. But
of course, you know. Uh, now I don't exactly know when we're coming back. I know we got to go out for a while, but just wanted to, I guess, come say. I'm not saying goodbye. Actually, I just wanted to come say hello, and hopefully I get to come see you guys again when I get back. Um,
well,
plus, and I look around and I'm like, have you been taking care of the secret stash? Our prize tobacco?
oh, of course. You know what? In the under the green moon, that shit grows real good. We got a whole bushel of it, honestly. But we the real special stuff I've still got squirreled away.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, and then I'm gonna say, well, can I take? I'm gonna take some of that to grow as a little side project when we're out in the stars. Hope maybe I'll be able to get like a sun lamp or something.
Oh, that's a great idea. That's I'm sure that whoever's out there will appreciate your efforts and showing them this. That's a great thought. And
Ooh,
he'll pass over a couple seeds and things like that. Some of the what you need to get it going.
perfect. Um, yeah, and then I guess Jimbo would kind of go rifle around his room, go look at some old sketches of weapons, and be like, "Oh, how naive I was." Even though it's been just like a couple months.
Yeah,
um,
it's been less than a month.
yeah, I know, but yeah, I think he would take like maybe like his first sketchbook or something, and just like a couple little memory items. Um, is like a little pin he made, just different little things, and then he'd be like, "Well, this has been a wonderful time seeing everybody, but I think we're heading out pretty soon. Uh, we're going on a long journey. I told Dad all about it, um, but hopefully I get to see y'all guys soon once again."
Well, we'll thank you for coming around and thinking of us so much. We we love you very much, Jimbo, and everybody will kind of give their various uh own goodbyes, or a half-assed goodbye.
Mhm.
Um, and your
Make
mother and
sure to,
father give you big hugs and things like that. Your brother, I think, likes you, right? So he'll
yeah,
do the
yeah, yeah.
same.
We're
Yeah,
we're a happy little family, and
yeah.
nobody dislikes one each
Okay, okay.
other. But we're
Good.
kind of like, I like, this, and I'm gonna be like, I put this headband on, and I'm gonna be like, wait, hold on. Since we've been there for a couple hours, I'm gonna like maybe spend another hour, let him attune to the headband, and be
Right.
like, I had all these ideas on how you could sell that plot of land. Maybe this will help you out. And I hand him the headband so he could learn and just have like a revelation or something.
Oh, I
Like, I'm gonna need
see.
that back.
I'm gonna
And so
roll.
maybe he'll
What's he
you
have
know
with that? A +4?
yeah, it makes it to
Yeah.
your 19
Yep.
intelligence
All right.
now. So
He'll think of something and is like, "Well, shit. Hold on. I can't sell bad land. I just got to go find a plot that's actually good and make it even better."
I think everybody turns, and then we'll be like, "Oh my god!"
I've been doing this whole
Like this.
shit so wrong. Well, why didn't
This
I
is
think of
that
that?
family intervention moment.
Yeah, guys, I really thought that people just buy whatever. I didn't think that it really mattered that much, but I've seen the error of my ways.
All right, and I'm gonna go over like here's some strategies to like sell land or something.
Yep.
And then
He's just
then
nodding. He's like taking notes.
I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna need that headband back, but I'm
You,
glad we were able to fix that thinking for a moment.
you take off the headband and he just kind of like looks and he stares at the paper after he's done writing it. Hold on here. Just like
maybe, just maybe he'll like have like he'll sell the lands instead of like I don't know. We'll find out. Find out next time on the stories of Jericho.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jimbo's gonna probably head back.
Right.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty much it. I don't think there'd be anything else he'd want from here.
Sure. You head back after a good hearty meal. As a gift, what they will give you, just around like on your way back is you got the tobacco, but they're also gonna give you like this big like they got a bunch of they have a keg of brandy. They're gonna send that on your way as well. An entire like it's not quite done yet. But it was like again, plants are the crop season is in full swing over there right now. So you are able to get pretty ample food in Variscia as long as you have a or in Silicica as long as you have a access to the resource. So you will get this, and whatever you want you can drink from this barrel, and it'll give you back a hit dice on a short rest, and you've got enough to last you quite a while. So
very cool. I guess I'll add that in somewhere. What the gourd of the Jones? That's what I'll call it, and it's I can get one hit dice back per long rest. You said
no, on a short rest, you can give yourself a if you drink it and over a short or long rest, you can give yourself a hit dice back.
Okay, cool. One hit dice back.
Back to the at the Van Coast. You find yourself able to sleep. Everybody is able to wake up and continue what you guys were working on. I can't see my mouse anymore. I hate it when that happens. There we go.
We're really working on something. I just don't remember.
We were rolling stuff, and then we forgot that Jimbo had left yesterday. So now this is actually the start of your day. It's up to you. Are you working on anything? I know you guys were trying to kit yourselves out before you headed back to the dungeon.
My since I since I did that thing to where we have cold immunity now.
With the from the soul piece, right?
Yeah, so yes. I had that soul piece, and I had my bugbear soul piece. Basically, I'm trying to add a spell, that 1 day spell thing you mentioned.
Yep.
But I don't know if I'm able to add that to anything I have.
You just have to go buy a spell scroll, and then you can slap it in any item, really. So.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll keep thinking then.
Okay.
I have a spell in 2 of my things now.
And again, literally every item has a slot to it. So whatever you can think about, like upgrading any sort of anything, go for it. There are different applications for all sorts of things, and there's also just straight up upgrades that you can give stuff as well using the the different resources and stuff like that I've given you from creatures and things like that. So
Cool.
What
would that fame point be?
That is Silicican fame. What that will do for you, given that that is a red nation, it's
How do you spell Silicica?
SELICIA.
Silicica.
Right, Silicican fame. Let me scroll quickly. I need to get. Do I have my reference document up? I do. My computer's been struggling lately, which is not great because this was like a $2,000 computer. I am mad. I might just have to clean it out on the inside or something, or clear a cache somewhere. I don't know. All right. There we go. Go ahead and that's right. You get the spell for being from there, but that's not your first point of I see. That's not your first fame point per se.
That was just from being there, right?
Yeah. Yep, that one's just from being there. 100%. Equal to a cantrip. Okay, D2. What I will do for you then is take a look over here. I'm gonna say that much like your other brethren, things like that, you are a very resilient individual. And I will say, I don't know what rank to give you necessarily as far as fame goes, but what I can say is that whenever you you are now a hardier individual, given your different exposures to the creatures that you know and have grown up with, but also the ones that you've kind of in contact with. So whenever you take poison damage, you're going to take 2 less, and very similarly to other folks, you are actually now going to have advantage on saving throws against disease.
Okay. So
Actually, hold on. No, that doesn't come until later. That's the next one. The saving throws against disease is your 3.
okay, so
It's just the -2 damage for now. Yeah.
Don't lick any subway steps yet.
Correct.
Poison. And what was the other effect?
It is actually just that one for now.
Just -2 damage from poison.
Yep.
Okay.
You can word it like that, or however I just copied and pasted in there.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
The disease one is the one you get at 3. Spoiler alert. So.
Cool. Yeah, it was probably me taking it, like, I'm gonna wait, like, word it is, like, I took a bite of that crab thing, those floating crabs.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's that weird taste before the seasoning. Was me getting poisoned.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't something that they should be eating for sure. There we go.
Oh well.
Limbo.
We're a hardy people.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, nothing bad's gonna happen to them. All right. Plus 1 fame. Silicica. I'm gonna write this down so I actually have it for later.
I do have a forging question. But I wanted to increase the damage of my weapon from a D8 to a D10, or add like a dice to it. What are those, like, what are the slots that it takes up? essentially, if that makes sense. Like to like give it another hit dice.
What was that?
So if I wanted to make my weapon in from like a 1d8 to a 2d8, does that take up like 2 slots or one
It's
slot
that's
or
that's it could be a slot if you get a item that allows you to make such an upgrade, or if you find a dust combination, there isn't one that would do that, or have a soul piece that can do that kind of thing.
there isn't one?
Otherwise, it's just a crafting check with a very, very, very high DC.
Which would be
Let's see. Let me count it quick. 10.
so I have a plus 17? Is it 17 now?
You have a plus 17, that's right. So you'd still have a really good chance at succeeding. I believe it's a DC, and this is a what weapon?
If I want a d8, a flail.
It's a flail. Okay. DC 22, I believe.
Oh.
Let me take a look at a flail quick. I might be off by two or so. But yeah, I mean, you are the wonder maker. You can make all sorts of stuff. So.
Okay.
Flail. Oh, yeah. So DC 18, as it turns out. Flails don't have anything extra to them, I don't think.
I was thinking about like
Yeah.
adding just another attack, like another flail to it, so it's like a dual flail or maybe like a tri flail.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I might try to do that.
Doing so would make it count as a uncommon item in the effective slots.
Oh, what if I wanted to do it to my +1 already? So my main my weapon that I already have.
It wouldn't. Let's see. Is it a magic item currently? Jimbo's heart.
What does Jimbo's heart have? I think it's just a magic item with
forge.
It had the shadow. Yeah. I took the shadow gem out of it because I didn't want that anymore.
Right. I think it's just a forge weapon, right?
Yeah, it's just a forge weapon.
Okay, so yeah, a couple days work, and then you just got to beat that DC 18, and you can do it. If it had any enchantments, it would take more time.
Cool. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring in the wardens. So that's
sure.
I think I have advantage on this check. I might be wrong, but let me double check with the fire rune.
What's the cost of a flail? Let me take a look here quick.
It's like 10 gold.
Yeah, 10 gold. Okay. So this is only going to take you a day if you can get it done.
With all the help of the wardens, or just myself?
Yeah. I'm going to say that the damage increase is going to give you a cost, but with the help of the wardens, you'll be fine. Okay,
well, I'll just do this then.
But yeah, don't be afraid to like start doing weird shit. Like I made a battle axe that's finesse, just cause.
Okay. Well, there's the 27 to beat it.
So, yeah, good. More importantly, that's the 25 to get more time of your day back. So that'll take even less time now. Let me roll for the Forge Wardens though, quick, to see how they do. Actually, you can do it if you want. It's just going to be a D20. Strength checks for them. Oh,
they're so bad. What are y'all doing? They've been flexing and fighting. They forgot how to forge.
They forgot how to craft stuff.
This is a. They're all proficient at least. So I don't know what that adds. But
well, Alan has a +3, +6, and he is your 7, so he will succeed. Okay. Let's see. Arcus will get a flat 7, so he will fail. Oh wait, no, 7 + 6 is 13, so all of them fail. They look at you and you're like making this wicked flail thing, and they're like, boss, we can't
Take notes.
we can't do this. They try their best, but they just can't help. Understood. So either way, at the end, it'll take your day, but you can finish it then.
Perfect. I think this will just be a learning lesson for them.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah. So it's a 2d8 now. All right. I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
Go for it. Bran, what would you like to do today?
I think Bran is going to go see if he can't find kind of the local branch of the Shadow Turn League and start trying to make some connections just to see if he can't warm some folks up to kind of turn their Faustian deals to galactic good.
Sure. I have to go look and see who the leader of the Shadow Turn League is in this area, this stretch of things. I believe it would be the head. But I also don't know if that's the same person who it used to be.
I'm trying to figure things or ways for Moenham to get stronger. Is there any advice from anybody here?
Eyes of Cat. Oh wait, the Eyes of Cat. Did you say the Eyes of Cathis, or did you? No, you said Shadow Turn League. That's right. That's right. Never mind. You're trying to do what?
So the whole thing that Moenham would be doing is just work to getting stronger,
Right.
but rather than just constantly getting inspiration, I'm trying to think of ways to do something or get something to make them stronger, but I have no ideas at all. So just looking for options.
Stronger how?
In any way, I'm either as a paladin, as a healer, as a person. I don't know. Just more because I have a very basic. He's a very basic, simple person. Just get stronger, help others get stronger. So I don't know which route to take or what options I have on days like this.
Is this where like you could devote some like downtime into a specific skill or stat thing to try to build those up?
Spend some downtime in a specific skill. You could. You can do it. You can do a whole bunch of different things to get stronger, per se.
Is there a way to train?
What would you like to try to train specifically? Yeah.
Just how tougher my stats, just basically Constitution.
Constitution.
Yeah, he works out all the time. I don't know why he's not getting tougher.
What is your Constitution score currently?
It's a 14.
14. All right. It's going to take you a long time to train it, but yeah, you can try. If you want to start that process, then go for it. It takes a number of days equal to 10 times your current score to train a skill up.
Just 140 days?
Yes.
Oh, he doesn't have patience like that.
No.
I guess in that case, he would just. I'll let Fib finish what he was doing. I'm sorry. I just tried to give advice.
You will come into a Mr. Kasdan Horus. I see. Yeah, you'll see this kind of unique figure. There's not many of them this side of the Siloan, but he is a sea elf. The Shadow Turn League is located at this little building over here. You'd know them as your sort of weird neighbors, two rings down. You pop in, and he is not the current head per se, but he does represent everybody over here. A dark-haired individual with a bald head and just a long pointy beard, with a troll beside him, just kind of sitting there and breathing deeply, will greet you as you enter the headquarters. What can I do for you? You recognize his accent as Ioran.
Ioran? Oh, mail there. I don't know how I'd open up Krakus' thing. Whereabouts is that? I'm sorry.
That's one of the Ilbacan humans. One of the he's a mage. He's from like the human mage capital of sorts.
Gotcha. Okay. So this isn't Kasdan, who's a sea elf. This is
No.
another dude. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Just making. Sorry, I'm trying to take notes fiercely in the little box over here. Since
I got you.
with me.
No, based on rumors and things like that, and just the helpers that you have, Kasdan is the person you're looking to go meet.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, well, good day, sir. I'm looking for a particular person, and I was wondering if I could potentially get on his daily schedule. I have some questions. I'd like to learn a little bit more about your organization here, and potentially have a way to offer folks to extend their services.
Understood. Would you hold just a moment? I would like to just ensure that they are in a position to take visitors at the very least today. Otherwise,
Completely understood.
yes. It's hard sometimes. We're travelers, you see. We never know where we're going to end up in any given day. Just a moment, and he'll leave for a while. The troll will sit there, and he'll like point his head down towards you, and give you like a smile. Before he comes back. Given current events, things are a bit strained for time. I hope you understand. But I'm happy to fill you in with what I can. And given exactly what you need, I could have you speak with the folks that are here. Yes.
By all means, yeah.
What is it that you would like to know?
I'm with the Chantry of the Dawn.
And, you should have led with that. Understood. Come with me.
I appreciate it. I know it opens doors, but I also know that some folks have very strong feelings. I'm sure you understand. As
you are walking down a hallway that is much too long for the size of this building, you can kind of hear your footsteps echoing down the hall. Yes, well, you see it. It's not well known, but we used to work together hand in hand, these two organizations. We didn't have a falling out or anything like that. It's just we simply focused our efforts elsewhere. Duct tape is what we like to think of it as. More of a planar scale situation happening here. He leads you around the corner. He heads down. You see, I was actually I was there 20 years ago when the first incursion happened in Limbo, the edge of Limbo there. Yes, the sundered business, nasty stuff. We did well during that day, but lost a few folks. That was quite rough. Here he is. He takes you to the office of Kasdan and a few others. You see a couple different folks, tiefling or two here and there. A little imp is like doing a little like jig in the corner. He's like not dancing, but he's just like bopping up and down, up and down. And you see that, you see this sea elf with this long sort of like silverish hair that ends in a sort of almost like brownish tip on half the side of his head. And who is this? Well, this is a representative of the Chantry of the Dawn, or at least from there. You said to bring people who could be of use. Yes, yeah. Bring him in. Come. We welcome you. Come sit with us and let's have a discussion here.
My pleasure. Thank you for seeing me. Bron Marwolith at your service.
Kasdan Horus. This here is Silas Blackream, and across our way here, and he points towards a sort of indistinguishable person They seem to be very much of the Aelinorian persuasion, where you can't really tell necessarily where they lie. They're so much of a melting pot individual. And then this is Boral, and a Minotaur will like give you a and you'll just see like steam come out of his nose.
Charmed.
Oh, the name of the other, I actually never named that other person. That's my bad.
No.
Their name is Rogan. Rogen, not Joe.
Is the troll Josh, so we can have a Rogan Josh? But
I don't remember the
okay.
name of the troll, but he's a campaign one character.
Cool. So it was Kasdan, Rogan was in here.
Yep.
Boros, the Minotaur. There was the Tiefling. I missed their name.
There's a tiefling as well. He has not released his name as of yet.
And did I miss someone else's name?
Boral. He's the Minotaur. Or Silas.
Okay.
Silas. Yeah. Well, we welcome you in. You've most likely heard of us, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
Generalities, I suppose, is the best way to describe it. As far as my familiarity, that individuals who have found themselves in literal and or metaphorical deals with the devil, shall we say, and are looking to turn that into advantages to well, as Mr. Rogan said, duct tape, holding things a bit together when it might still be wanting to fall apart a bit.
Yeah, Silas. Yes, very much so. Not necessarily deals with the devil, but certain, yes, maybe rougher individuals of less renown amongst the major cities and civilizations. Not all bad necessarily, all of them, but something that we all strive to overcome nonetheless, to ensure that we maintain our focus and control over. Even our leader is not necessarily of humanoid persuasion, where it's, and that's not necessarily something we have to hide anymore. Given our good friends over at the Eyes of Cathis, quite literally being led by a beholder.
A pardon?
Oh yes, good fellow. You should speak to them sometime. Right across the street, if you will. Anyway.
Brand's eyes just kind of get really big himself, and kind of you see him making mental notes. All right.
Aside from this, well, given recent events, we are very much in need of help. But we're also looking to help out ourselves. There is, with our certain position to be in charge of certain powers, there also comes a responsibility to ensure that where those powers come from do not get necessarily infringed upon by those beyond our different corners of this grand veil, this weave of arcane and divine intervention, this materium of ours. Do you get my meaning?
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey?
We're trying to ensure that not only does this planet stay spinning, but all the other planets and their mirrored versions continue as well. The heavens, the hells, everything in between.
Aye. All right. Yes. So far, sounds like we are very much on the same path here.
Right.
Yes. I will say this. I tend to be a fairly simple man in general. Kind of coming up with the understanding that just even existence is a lot more complicated. But I am an extreme devotee of the Dusk Maven, so I have a little bit of a general understanding that things are a bit more fluid and plural than what I originally thought even a month ago.
Certainly plural. Here is my issue currently. It was fine when occasionally whatever was out there would punch a small hole in wherever, and I'd be able to send my folks out and take care of it. If the fate given of wherever couldn't do so themselves. I can't do that when all of the realities have clashed together and are now in a full brink war. I am, in a sense, unfocused and panicking because I don't know where I should focus my efforts. I'm having a bit of a problem, you see, in that regard. If everybody needs your help, how am I supposed to decide who gets to live, who gets to die? That shouldn't be on my hands necessarily.
I understand. Not an enviable place to be.
Yes.
At all.
So you see my issue.
Completely understand. Perhaps might be able to make at least an offer for where some of your fine folks might be able to punch back through that hole, in a sense.
He kind of nods for a bit. Good. Excellent. Do you have any allegiances of sorts that I should be noting? Outside of that, with the temple, the divine area that you hail from, or the Chantry of the Dawn, anything like that? Any faction-wide influence that I should be aware of?
Faction-wide influence. I have a general loose association, friendship with the a group called the Not Harar. I mean, I am a fate given. Apparently I have some familial ties to previous pardon, sir, he says to Boro. But apparently some of my ancestors who I have never met and I do not know were very close to, say, Samuel Ray, and that whole group. But I just found that
He just
out.
kind of nods.
I'm literally from a podunk backwoods, hardly know our ass from our elbow village called Aberdovey.
Perfect. A lieutenant, then. As long as you didn't have any outside interference, I was considering giving you a position of, yes, trust, I will say, in this regard. I need a few things done, and you need a few things done. I don't have a way to focus my things that need getting done at the moment. Mm-hmm. So what I propose is this. In exchange for helping me, I will help you.
Right. In what particular ways might you be needing help?
At some points, there will come a time where we are called upon to go to the most critical of locations beyond and not make a stand per se, but help shift the tide of things in certain ways. Help out. This could be in any corner of our great wheel. I'll never know which one. But should it happen, I'll be sure to let you know that a call has been made. In exchange,
yes,
I will grant you what assistance I can, whenever it is available.
This sounds agreeable, as long as you do understand that with myself having both the ties in service to my lady and the fate given, that those having been oath sworn before this, that they would have to take primacy.
I understand if you would not be available. Just understand that these are most dire of times.
I very much understand, yes.
And what you give, I will be sure to compensate you for with a great many gifts. Well, good. I think we have an agreement of sorts.
Yes.
What would you
Copy.
like immediately, if there's anything I can get you?
You said a while back that apparently the Shadow Turn League and the Fate Given were essentially one and the same as far as
We have
organization.
a much harder time of it. Before recently, whenever we would kill Sundered, they would explode, and that didn't leave much for us to collect or much for us to defend ourselves against. Luckily, now that's not the case. They seem to be corpses when they die, and our operatives are able to work in a much more manageable way. We are now more similar than we ever have been, in a sense.
So you are familiar with the Sundered.
We are the first to encounter them, yes.
This makes things so much easier. I hope I'm not giving away any trade secrets. I will certainly claim complete ignorance if I am. But very shortly, there are several teams that are going to, say, bring the fight from Aelinor to other areas. And when I say other areas, I mean other stars. You know, the whole purple star
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
Working to combat that.
Well, it went so well for you last time. Do we have an ad playing right now? Get the fuck out of here.
I was
All
like,
right.
wait, I was trying to click on. I was like, why can't I skip it?
Unskippable ads.
Unskippable ads in the middle of my
Unskippable
D&D
ads.
campaign. Yeah.
So you gotta get that monetization.
How's it going, Hunter?
Oh, it's going.
It's going? Good. I rolled for your
Pretty
boats,
going.
by the way. They did okay.
Oh.
You made about $1,500.
Okay.
Sorry,
cool,
3,000, I should say. But it's all in crabs and shrimp. So
Hell yeah. That's what you love to see.
it's what you love to see. We'll get to you in just a minute. We're talking right now. Bran is speaking with a member of the guild known as the Shadow Turn League. They are similar to Fate Given, which is what you are in this campaign. People who are trying to protect both Aelinor and the different planes of existence as well. The heavens, the hells, everything in between, like he just said. So your factions are very similar to one another, but they do not have all these special powers that you guys have. And he has a much greater sense of not sense of responsibility, but he's more connected and trying to really figure out how he's going to get these things, how he's going to try to defend everywhere at the same time and figure out how he can spend his resources but not lose his valuable members. So go ahead, Bran. You were saying something.
So, yes, so we have been charged, from what I understand, Asgaroth has had a bit behind the change in the way that Sundered are being dealt with, which hopefully will allow things to go differently than they have before. But there are a few teams that will be heading out. I am part of one of those in in a 6 days.
Well, I wish you luck. That sounds like a suicide mission myself, but whatever you can do. If it works, it works. It seems like at the very least, they're not always corpses when they get dropped. So
the goal is to potentially focus on a few core spots to just try to get a bit of a buffer around Aelinor. But it obviously is easier when there are stalwart guild souls that are able to help in these things. I know I feel overwhelmed with it all, I'll be quite honest. And I just know that we need help, and I know that you all have been talked about in ways as folks who may be able to help make an outpost to help hold the darkness back. If one candle holds back darkness to a certain extent, if we can have another outpost so that there's two candles, it helps just that much.
Right. Well, okay. Perhaps then we can assist in some way in bolstering whatever forces make their way out and about. I've heard that already in some places the war is going quite well for us. In fact, some planes are beginning to make efforts to assist other ones, but others are having a harder time at it. Whatever we can accomplish to make a buffering zone is of course great. The new materium is of course the most, other than maybe the Abyss and some other of the more chaotic planes, diverse in its horrors that it hosts. It might be one of the most important places for us to focus our efforts. Aelinor itself was easy to defend. Multiple planets, that's something different, but that also gives us many opportunities for us to expand our knowledge and to possibly find something to help us in the long run.
So maybe allow for, Aelinor himself being our, literally the heart of this world. If we are able to have more individuals of that nature that can sit alongside, work with the court of 20, then it just makes it all of that more, again, I am a very simple man. A month and a half ago, I was pulling cons and, very good at what I do. But I have found myself now in politicking and a lot more fighting and a lot more, and he sticks his hands out and he just finding two little things that he can kind of make rise with it. The telekinetic thing, his eyes flash purple.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through a lot of changes, and this is worse or more intense than when you suddenly find you're starting to grow hair that wasn't there before. And now I'm asked to be part of an army. And what I know is that when things seem overwhelming, one works with a team. So I'm just trying to find the skilled folks to help kick ass, take names, and keep all of us not being purple.
Very well. I will offer you then the assistance that we can give you. If there is anything that you need, as far as transport, do let us know. We have ways of getting you to where you need to be, of course. And as far as resources go, like I said, what you put in, you'll get out of this, I think, agreement. We have a pretty vast knowledge base that you can look around in and ask about different entities, things like this. The leaders of the our new materium, and what they offer, things like this. If you wish to broaden your power with whatever you need. Other than that, individual select individuals. I just said individual twice. Individual select patrons of ours will be sent to your location once we are hailed as such, that a need is present. We will, of course, need a sort of location in mind, so we can get whatever our instruments are in order to send them forward. Long-term deployment is not something that we can offer at this time. However, bursts of aid are certainly readily available. And should you manage to expand our influence, or allow us to at least have more agency over our current position, we can see about sending more assistance your way more regularly.
Understand and appreciate that. Are you familiar with the closest stars and systems?
Not really, no. We don't have much surveillance out that way, other than a telescope, and that has very limited use as of yet.
Allow me then, as part of this planning process over the next few days, to one, speak to the rest of my team, but then to see if I can get sent to you at least the. We have been talking, and it looks like we are heading to the nearest star system and to one of the planets that is circling that star, and what we have been given information about it, if that would be of assistance.
Oh, yes, very much. Any preparations we have, yes, and we are sure to assist in whatever initial either assault that you have or any great conflict you have. But again, digging into trench warfare is not what we specialize in. More of a shock and awe sort of burst of speed, and then if we can, we like to retreat and recover and then return when we are restored anew. I'm sure you can appreciate such a cut and run type of thing.
If I didn't, I wouldn't be standing before you right now.
I figured as such. Well, above board, what I will say is now from here on in, each week, I'm going to roll a die. And every time I roll that die, something very, very bad is going to happen somewhere in any plane. And he will ask for help once per week in-game, not session, you know. And basically what that will do is that will allow you guys to basically go and travel to that area and have a conflict, basically a battle or some sort of strategic, you know, check or something like that. An issue will need to be solved, and then you will assist that plane, that god potentially, you know, whatever is out there, and try to turn the tide for the conflict in a different way than perhaps the new materium slog. And in reward, he will grant you guys helpers, either from that plane or from his own ranks.
Ooh.
All right.
And sometimes the helpers don't have to be people. Maybe they're magic items, you know, that kind of stuff too. So. And then the other thing, Brandon, I'll offer if you want is you can start getting renown with the Eyes of Cathis if you'd like, but that's up to you.
Eyes of Cathis or Shadow Turn League?
Shadow Turn League. They're like brother factions, so I always get them fucked up.
Gotcha. Hey, I'm all for. So if I do that, would I have to? I mean, I'm not dropping. I wouldn't have to drop piety.
No, yeah, they're two different things. Yeah, you can have one fame, one piety. I'm sorry, you can have any number of fames, but you can have only one piety and one renown.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Okay, awesome. So you will gain your very first point of renown within the Shadow Turn League, revealing yourself as a part of their faction. Let me go look and see what that implies for you. Okay.
Okay.
Let me. Trace is dead. I have to remove him from the roster. Rest in peace. But I will. All right. Blow that up. So yeah, like I said, the occasional little like trip to maybe one week it's hell, maybe the other week it's, you know, someplace in the Shadowfell, maybe one other time it's in the great fields of Elysium, who knows, and you're fighting sundered angels, who knows what you'll get up to.
Cool. And that's once per week in game.
In game, yes. So
Okay.
not very often.
So like it's not every week that it's going to.
No, it's like once every like I don't know, 7-8 sessions or so.
Okay. Yep.
And it won't be even full session necessarily all the time. It probably won't be,
Cool.
but it will be exciting. All right, because again they are flash and awe. They come in fast and hard, and then they leave. Sounds like they have their own ships and stuff. Even like they have their own spelljammers. They have probably the most diverse amount of arcane artifacts. Not the most amount of them, but definitely the strangest and most extreme ones at their disposal. So as part of that first point, I think you get something. Let's take a look and see what that is quick. Shall we? And then we'll move on to what Mo is up to today. Or just the party in general, what people have going on. Mo, did you have anything big planned? It was the training, right? Did you change your mind instead of that? Something else you wanted to try to accomplish?
No, I wasn't gonna do the work towards the Constitution level up.
Right.
But I did want to. Two things I want to do. One, check for 3 items or 3 spell scrolls at a shop, and the second was to ask Ige about his adventures and to join him on one.
Oh, sure. Alrighty. What are these? What are the spell scrolls you're looking for?
Healing Spirit, Spirit Guardians, and Sickening Radiance. I want to check on
what levels are those spells?
2, 3, and 4.
Okay, the 4 you'll have to roll for, but the 2 and the 3 you can find. I'll just have to roll cost.
Okay.
Let's see here. Shadowturn League. You are now they welcome you in. You are now a wisp of the Shadowturn League. Would you like a little buddy? Would you like a magical artifact of some sort? Insight into one of the the relic items, or would you like a magic item?
Okay, so it was a buddy, an artifact, insight, or a magic item.
Just a straight up magic item, yeah.
So what's the insight thing again? Like, what is that?
So that's basically similar to the quest that you guys are on right now to find this this relic that Mo has been given, but instead of that, it's only pieces of it.
Gotcha. Magic item right now. We've got so many quests inside things right now.
Yeah, 100%. So it's an uncommon magic item of your choice.
Okay.
While you're picking that out, yep. Mo, go ahead and roll me a investigation check for your spell scroll. Damn, son. Yeah, you'll be able to find that. Let's that was just stupid. All right, spell scroll, second level, right?
For the one I just rolled for?
No, I was just trying to figure out the price. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Second level, a third level, and a fourth level.
So 2 of them are uncommon magic items. The other one is a rare one. So you're gonna have to roll me some dice here. Buying magic item. Okay, so go ahead and roll me a d6 for the second level. You'll love to see it. That one's gonna be, I believe it is 50 gold only. I have to check that quick. I'm getting too many tabs open here. Yeah, it's a consumable. 1 times 100, so divide by half, so 50 gold for your first second level spell. Easy peasy.
That's for the spell scroll?
That's for the spell scroll of that second level spell that you just mentioned. Whatever it was.
Yeah, okay, it was Healing Spirit. Cool.
Healing Spirit, yep. The third level spell, go ahead and roll me another d6. Easy. So another 100 gold for that.
Okay.
And now you need to roll me 2d10.
Of course. Good night.
7,000 gold pieces.
A what spell?
Sickening Radiance.
Ooh.
Am I still here? Yeah, I'm still here. Okay.
Whoops.
Okay, that 4th level spell is not gonna happen today.
Understood?
How do spell scrolls work? I know you said we could attach one to an item, use it once a day.
Yeah, normally they just you use them once and they're gone. But if you attach them to a thing, it takes up a slot. It's a permanent attachment. You can use it once per day. You also learn the spell.
Oh, I also learned a spell.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely want to buy both of them then at that point.
Yeah.
So I'll mark
Just make
that
sure
on.
you have the slots on whatever you're trying to put it onto.
Yep.
Okay. And it can be a weapon, it can be an armor, it can be like whatever magic item you also have attuned. Doesn't matter.
I gotta do math. Holy shit. That's 5,000 minus 150. I should probably convert some of this stuff over.
Go ahead.
While I'm here, I guess, what's a level 1 armor cost? Because I'm looking at my armor, it seems I've done nothing to it. I have plate armor.
Plate, +1 set of plate, I believe, is a rare item, right? +1 armor is rare, yeah. So if you want to roll for it, they certainly have +1 plate mail, right? You can. I'm asking. That's your armor is plate, right?
It's plate armor, yeah.
So yeah, you'll roll me another 2d10.
Of course. So I have such good taste.
So that's going to be a proper 10,000 gold. Plus the price of plate armor.
Okay.
Which is
1150.
Yeah. So
1100. Yeah. That's a lot.
11,500 gold for +1 plate.
I'm good on that.
Okay.
What is the place that goes to the soul, like for soul gems? It goes up to what do they have? Carry like everything up to 3rd or 4th level? Was it 4th?
Soul piece? No, it's 1. For soul pieces? Yeah, they have like they have up to higher rarities. It's just I have to roll to see which ones, how many they actually have. But they have like all of the soul pieces up to 1. They have like a few of them.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it went up higher. Okay. If I were to be okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'll just real quick. How many slots would my armor piece have?
Is it just untouched plate right now?
I believe so. Yeah.
Does it have any slots taken up right now?
None.
It doesn't have wings?
The wings are on the fine clothing, I thought. Unless it was the armor, then just
I thought you paid like 5. You paid some kind of money to have it attached to your armor. That's what I thought.
Yeah, so you can either use a weapon or an armor. Or I'm sorry, not weapon. You can either use clothing or armor, but you once you put on armor, whatever you have it like attached to your clothes goes away ability wise. You can't use it.
Oh, okay, so it must have been my armor then.
Must have been your armor, yeah. So what I will say is currently, at some point, it is implied that your armor has been upgraded to uncommon, but it doesn't have any additional traits, and it has 2 slots that are being used up to give you that super high fly speed.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, I believe it was upgraded then to also give you resistance to cold damage, or was that a weapon that you have that in right now?
I have that on my shield.
You have that on your shield. That makes sense too. That works just fine as well. Yep, so. How many soul pieces do you have attuned right now, by the way?
I have the flying one, the bugbear, and the cold immunity one.
All right, so you're at your limit. You can't actually get any more soul pieces on any of your current equipment.
And it takes 7 in-game days to get rid of one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if I have 2 slots is it 5 slots per piece of equipment?
It's up to 5, but you start at 1.
Okay,
Yeah, so your armor is at 2. You need to upgrade it with cash or with items that you get from killing creatures to give it more slots. Or you can actually just go mining too and get ore to upgrade it as well.
Okay, so if I wanted to put this spell on it, is that I have to
Yeah,
pay?
each scroll will take up 1 additional slot. So you either can put it in your armor, you can put it in your shield, you can put it in a weapon. You also have slots on your amulet.
Oh. Am I using any on there?
I don't believe so.
Okay, let's do it on my amulet then. I'll do that.
Sounds good. You actually have you are level 7, correct?
Yes.
So that means that you have 3 slots on your amulet. So that works out. Or is it 4 slots? I think it's 3. Yeah, it is 3. So yeah, you can fit all of those spell scrolls onto your amulet and not conflict with anything else, and you're just good to go.
Awesome. All right, I'll put them both on there.
Perfect.
Screens, are you here?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. I was waiting till you chimed in. I'll let you do what you're gonna do, and then I'll ask you about going on a little adventure with you.
Sure.
What was
Sounds good to me.
what's Sujius up to today?
Well, after his successful endeavor in getting 2 ships.
Yep.
And getting a somewhat mediocre haul, Sujis has thought of bigger and bolder endeavors. He's thinking about starting up a business, as in a club.
Oh. Okay.
Like a nightclub?
Like a nightclub?
Yes.
Are you just okay? Like all right. No, this is sick. What part of town? What are you looking for location? About where do you want to set this type of club up? In a nice part of town, in a seedier part of town? What's the sort of vibe that you're looking for?
Well, I was thinking something along like the rivers, or something on like the coast, like near the ports.
Gotcha.
So it could either be at Harold's Point or over by the inspection dock.
I see. Yeah, so it depends. Like, do you want people who are coming into the city to arrive, or do you want people who are who have gotten into the city legally, like certainly legally, and are either residents here or are workers here, or they're passing through Harold's Port because they've been allowed into the city proper, and they are like tradesmen, things like that, or sailors, or different folk who just need to post up at Harold's Port. A lot of sailor folks over there.
So this side is more sailor than what's this side.
Yeah, this is new arrivals and stuff like that. And generally people are kept to like this little area here, with the blue roofs and stuff like that, if they're only allowed to stay for like a short while, before they have to head out. And people like check their visas, and there's guards and stuff like that.
I think what's the cost difference? How much would it cost to even get a building?
That depends on what kind of what scale of building you want. You could also get a building in the Undercity too, which is going to be cheaper. But the price, how big are you thinking? Like, I'll give you size categories here, all right, to figure out how small or large you want this to be.
Yes.
Do you want out of these sizes, right? Keep in mind, I'll give you a price quick, all right? Let me get a calculator out, all right?
Okay.
Calculator. All right. For the low price of 3,750 gold, you could purchase a very, very tiny, like dive bar-esque establishment.
Okay.
Right. For the price, okay, let's see. For 7,500 gold, you could get a generally like small. It's small, but it's a respectable size club. That would serve most of your needs, I would say.
Okay.
The next size up is for, let's see, medium, which is your sort of average size. That's like pretty standard full sized club. That's going to be 11,250 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, let's see, we have large, which is 1,500 or 15,000. Sorry.
No, but before you continue, what's
Yeah.
the rate for platinum to gold?
It's 10-1.
Okay. Okay, we're good.
All right. And then the next one is huge, which is for 18,750, which is, I mean, that's a massive thing. And then there are two sizes after that. There is gigantic and colossal. And then there's actually the secret one past that. There's 22,500 for gigantic. And then for colossal, it's 26,250. For colossal, there is actually no price limit, other than the fact that whatever you want does not currently exist over there. You'd have to have it just get built, but that's okay because it's not going to cost you extra. You will find investors very interested in building a actual megastructure class, whatever you're looking to make, to offset the cost. It is, however, the starting price is 30,000 gold, and if you want to make it even bigger than normal, you can pump more and more cash into it to make it even larger than that. So,
Gotcha.
So what are you thinking?
Mm-hmm.
And you can also always start at the smallest size and build it up from there.
Yeah. I just gotta calculate here. 30.
Suji is the entrepreneur. I like it.
Yeah, we're Miami Vicing this.
I thought you were Yakuza, making your club.
You said medium was 7,000?
I believe so. Let me check. 750 times 15 is 11,250. It's tiny, small, and medium. You could actually, by the way, sell off your food to offset that cost.
Oh yeah, no. It's how much is the food? I don't even think I have it in my inventory.
Again, it is. It's in your. I have it in your character appearance tab.
Oh.
So,
Well, no wonder why I didn't fucking see it.
Luckily, you're in a spot. You're in a perfect spot for you to trade in. Let's see. What's your proficiency bonus? Is it 3?
For what?
Just your general character proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah, no, it's bonus. 3. Yep,
it's 3. Yeah. So you can trade in 3 of those for free each day, but then you can also make an action of like an extended action of just trying to sell off that last crab or shrimp or whatever it is. Each of those is worth 750 gold, and you have 4 of them. So
750 gold. I have 4 of them.
You can almost afford the tiny club with just that.
Wouldn't that just be 3,000?
Yes.
Okay. Hang on, I'm glad to do some quick calculations. It's all about the game and how you play it.
True.
Okay, what wasn't there one that was like 11,000?
Yeah, I believe that was medium. That was 11,250.
Oh fuck me. How much how much how much would a soul coin get me?
Oh. What's the rarity on that item? Let me check. I got it.
You got it, okay.
Uncommon, roll me a d6. 100 gold from your whatever buyer you find currently. But you can always try to find another one to get more.
And how much gold?
I
per
will
day
say
was my crew?
it was 48 gold, and you just made a profit of like 3,000.
Yeah. No, I just gotta make sure. So it was 11,000. And how much? 25?
Yeah, 250. Yeah,
And then how much was it for the crew?
48 gold.
Holy shit.
What's it like being a CEO? Because this
Holy
is what
shit.
being the 1% is like. You just get all the cash.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the medium.
Medium, all right. Cash in
Yeah.
whatever you want. You can purchase
I'll
it and set it up.
barely.
Do you need to sell off that last
No,
food?
Yes, I do.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh,
Actually, no.
God.
What's your persuasion modifier? Hold on. This is not a skill check.
Persuasion's 3.
Perfect. Roll me 3d6s. All right. You sell it off. You're all good.
Whew, with that, yeah.
All right.
And you know what that leaves me with?
What's that? How much?
2 gold left.
All right.
But that's paying for another day of my crew.
Right. So they'll go out and just make you like half your cash back, right? Like we'll see.
Well, if we get a good haul.
Yeah, that's true. They rolled a lot of 1s and 5s, so
Okay.
yeah.
But
all right.
the place I want to build is I'll build it. I mean, does the price not matter wherever I build it?
The price would be higher in the richest parts of like Branamoro and things like that.
Okay, but
the
like
rest,
if I built it here,
where
that's
are you
fine.
thinking specifically? I don't.
Um,
you can draw on the map. I don't mind, like with a little doodle thing. It's okay. I encourage doodles always. We'll do
like this right here. That building on the corner.
this guy.
Yeah, where I drew a little green circle.
I, for some reason, cannot see it.
It's right here.
I think I need to
It
reload.
blends in. It's blending in.
I'm gonna reload quick. Oh, on the other side. I see.
Yes.
Okay, awesome, gotcha. So like right away at the that's like some Apex stuff right there. That was an inn, but it is now your club. So
Nice.
you just buy that shit out.
We're naming it the Jaded Oyster.
I like that a lot. All right. Let's see. Alhazar, the Jaded Oyster. Very cool. Very cool. I will put that under your thing. What this does is it makes you money, yes, but it also adds to local culture, I think. It can also do crime. That's up to you though.
That's what we're gonna do.
Oh, okay, good. So it will add crime as well. So it's a medium establishment. It is called the Jaded Clam.
Oyster.
Jaded Oyster, thank you. That's much more regal, I would say. Sugius. The Jaded Oyster. Dear God.
Gotta sell those drugs somewhere.
True.
Exactly.
It is a medium, instead of gigantic orphanage, it is a medium nightclub. Nightclub? Or just a regular club? What are you thinking?
Nightclub.
Nightclub. All right. It will make you 1d6 commerce, 1d6 culture, which you can use as like political favor, right, in the town.
Mm-hmm.
And also 1d6 crime. Uh-oh.
Woo, let's go.
Because you want it to do that sort of stuff.
Yes.
And then also, it being a nightclub, is going to offer you a couple different things. It has a venue, opportunity to just make cash, a couple different things here. One of the things is that you will just make a flat out rate of, let me take a look here, 30 gold a day from this place. You make 30 gold at the start of each day. That's outside of your development points that you can also get. And then additionally, that's just the pass. That's one of the passives. It will also be a host to a contact. Actually, it will be host to 3 contacts. You have 3 contacts present. Yeah. In this establishment.
Mm-hmm.
That will give you that each has a different sort of insight that you can get each day within this establishment. That will give you into current events across the whole city each day. Excellent. All right, and then the next part of that is as an active, something that you can do here.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta come up with that. Something like a. What would be something that you would want to be able to accomplish here? That is something that you can regularly do and get something out of doing, or something that gives like either a mechanical benefit or helps your plans and goals in some way.
Probably recruitment for a clan.
I like that. Okay. Active. Yeah. Major action. You can spend your time recruiting locals, yeah, to join your club. At a discounted price. Yeah. You can recruit local units at a discounted price. I'm trying to think if that would be. I think I'm going to give you a flat 10%, 15% discount, one for each size.
Okay.
At a 15% discount. That means if you recruit using points ever, like the food points that you just had or the commerce points and stuff like that, I'll give you cash back after when you're done.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Alrighty. I think that's pretty good. And as far as that, you also will gain access to the local recruitment site. I'm sorry that I haven't gotten you the character ones yet. I'm trying to get these done, but they take a while. Let's see here. Where are you in 29 here? Okay. City of Halhazar. This is currently the very, very much abridged and to be changed version of both of the recruitment lists that you've just given yourself by establishing this. You don't have to keep track of this now. I'm just going to show you it so you can have an idea of what you can recruit from. It does in fact include the crocodiles, by the way.
Get a legion of crocodiles.
But what about the 5 gray oozes?
Yes. You can train them by giving them stone to follow your commands, because they eat rock, and they will devour whatever you want them to.
I put the oozes in oversized clam shells. And then people walk in and they get mugged.
Yeah.
By the gray ooze.
So, yeah, whenever you get enough points, you can recruit that. Just for like a frame of reference, like commoners takes 1 commerce point and 1 food point to get 20 just guys who follow your command. That being said, they're shit. They have like 4 hit points, but they're 20 guys, so. And it gets a little bit better as you go up, but the point cost increases as well.
Yeah, but for the 20 commoners,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot that you could do with that.
100%. And also, when you recruit them with points, you get them permanently forever and never have to pay another coin for them ever again. So
Let's brainwash people.
let's brainwash people. Let's think about that for a minute. Yeah.
Let's brainwash people.
What do you mean by
What's
that?
going on? What? Am I slowly taking over the side of Hal Hazar? What?
Please, somebody. I don't like the guys who command it anyway. Fucking lame. I'd love it for my players to take control of my planet.
You ready, Sweet?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
I need to make more money.
So yeah, how the conversation goes is, Sweegius, I've noticed you've been going on, let's say, mini adventures. It's just something that I would find interesting.
I mean, I've just been trying to make the most out of all the money I got. I've just invested in a new club. I don't know if you've ever been to it before, but it's one of the greatest clubs in Hal Hazar. Even though I just bought it, it's great. It's fantastic, one of a kind. But if you would want to go on a quest with me, I would certainly love your company. I've been traveling over to the Temple of Wargar and taking a lot of contracts for them if you would want to join me for one.
Oh, did you say Wargar?
Yes, they're a very substantial group that financially is sound.
Well, normally I will not ally myself with those of Wargar. I'll join you on this expedition. It seems fun.
Well, they're very welcoming. They even let me come in, and they were all very happy to have me there. I'm sure that they would have no problems having you join.
We'll see about that.
And once again, we're all in this together.
You guys travel down to the Temple of Wargar. I take your agency away. I grab you. And you appear over the you kind of wait, and the guards let you in. They recognize you. They kind of ask one of these big sort of this one's a little bit more limber looking. His coloration is actually like stark white, and he's a very rare sort of orc of Wargar. He kind of looks at you with these like kind of sharp reddish eyes, and he's like, "Hey, who's this? What you want him in for? Well, is he your partner? Is he your buddy?"
Yes, since Prushka's been out for a while, sitting on the sidelines, I have requested that my gentleman here join me along for one of a contract or so.
Well, all right. As long as he, behaves. Is you gonna behave, mister?
And just give him a smug look. I'll do as I please.
Right. Well, that's about as much as we can expect from the rest of them anyways, to be honest with you. So, all right. Come on in, but we got an eye on the big one.
Is Doug in today? I have not seen my friend.
Doug's always in.
Doug? Where is Doug? Let me see Doug. Bring me to Doug.
Doug, he's like, "Oi! Shut up! I'm coming!" He throws a bottle, and it smashes against the wall. Doug is hungover. What do you want? What?
I just wanted to pay my good friend a nice visit before us setting out for another contract. And then I raise out my one hand for crisp handshake.
gives you the predator fucking grab. Right. Well, you've done a great job here. I was actually getting ready to send you a little bit of a gift, right? You see, we got a fucking useless janitor that I can't do anything with, and I was wondering if you'd take him off my hands.
Sure, why not? I mean, what do you want from him?
I want him out of my goddamn temple, but I can't do so unless I give him a quest.
Okay. Well, we'll take him off your hands.
Hold on, I'm making a token. He shows you this little goblin. And he's got these like, oh god, it's a Spider-Man character. Fuck, D&D.
Oh my god!
What does BR stand for?
Battle rating.
Okay.
Whenever you attack a bunch of creatures with a bunch of creatures, you actually just roll a d20 and add their BR to it. And you see who wins.
Ooh.
It's a roll-off. And that's to make things a little bit faster when we have 400 creatures in the same combat encounter. You'll see this little, like, red goblin-looking guy. And he looks up at you. Hello? What can I do for you?
And I kick him in the head.
Ow.
You're coming with me!
He starts to cry.
And then I pick him up by his arm and I haul him over to Harold's port.
All right. Oh, we got a new job for you, by the way. There's a bunch of junkies in the over by the rich part of town that they want cleared out. You don't have to kill them, but you can if you want to.
You just want us to clear them out?
Yeah. And if they give you problems, well, then just get them, you know?
Where would you want them to be sent to?
I don't know. Maybe Brujon, the piss drinker alley in Harple, somewhere over in Kestan. I don't give a shit. Just not in Bronamoro. Get him out.
Okay, let's do it.
And then also I looked down to the red goblin man. I said,
Your name's Gimbal from now on, and you're going to be my accountant.
All right. He gives Doug the bird. I just got an upgrade, you bitch. I'm out of here. Fuck you. Goes along.
Gimbal is going to be my accountant for the oyster.
You have no idea how good at Gimbal is at doing that. But you assume very. He's gonna get to work. Gimbal is now your helper. He is now the head of your thing. He gets to roll dice on top of your normal one to make you extra cash.
Nice.
Excellent.
It's all about the game and how you play it.
And he skims some from the top.
And he's that goes without question.
That's why it's only
Ooh,
one die.
actually, I like that. Every time he rolls a 1, he will skim off the top and negate one of your 6s from that roll.
So
That's fine.
I like that.
Gimbal.
Gimbal, take money.
Gimbal make a lot of money though. He will also set up like events at the venue and stuff like that while you're away to keep things running. Are you doing gambling in your venue, by the way? Or no? Oh no.
No.
Jimbo
No
disappeared.
gambling in this one.
Okay, understood. All right. Yeah, it sounds like there are a bunch of some sort of like rabble over in Bronamoro. You're not quite sure what that entails, though.
All right.
Right.
Well,
Sweet.
Mon,
Squeeze, you can fly now, right?
I can. And I levitate up a couple feet off the ground. I'm like, let's go.
Fly right after him.
We're just flying over people. They're
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
Yeah, there. You see, you fly past the airship that coasts around this area. On your way, are you guys heading straight there, or what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Then we return to the Piss Drinker Alley map. Hold for a moment, where you last killed the other guy.
What? Not that guy.
He's just
What?
still
It's
dead
just
in the alley.
No, it's the same
He is.
alley.
He is.
Just that's the bloodstain from him when I fucking kicked his off.
You make it sound like I'm removing his token. I'm certainly not.
No, please don't.
It's just like a headless body.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have to roll some dice. Let's see. There's 2 of you guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How many of these shits are there? You come around and yeah, these are not it's not what you expected actually, it turns out. Instead of the whatever they wanted cleared out of there, whatever rabble, in their place is a small army waiting for you.
Nice.
And as you arrive, they
Dog.
say, Ares, break his legs! And they start chasing after you guys.
What part of town is this in?
This is in Buonamoro, the richer part of town.
But
Let's
aren't we
see.
flying currently?
Yes, you are. But they have crossbows.
So
Right?
did they just see us fly in? Like
Yep.
just overhead, they're like, there's like 2 airplanes. Like that's them.
They literally turn around and they all like 24 of them just whip out crossbows. This was a trap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21. There are 21 of them. Did I get that right? I got that right. All right.
Oh, these charlatans.
These are all thugs. They all have guns. And by that I mean crossbows. Go ahead and
It's in the
roll.
shape of a gun.
Is it?
I don't-
Yes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Roll initiative, Mo and Sujius. You can just fly away. But the question is, how many times do they shoot you before you can get away?
Well, my question is, could I try to talk to them before any sort of attack?
You could try. Why don't you make a persuasion check now, and then we'll see how that goes.
Okay, I look over to Monheim. I'm like, we might not. We could maybe settle this without any sort of violence.
Am I muted? No, no. Okay, cool. Let's try our best. Sweet, what's your persuasion?
Yeah, I did tell him to roll, so you can give him advantage, so it's a 7.
He turns and just flips them off.
You killed our boss, and now we're gonna kill you.
I don't even know who you are.
Oh, he's
Can I,
Thanos.
can I try to intimidate them?
Yeah, you could. I'll let you do it.
I'm also using thaumaturgy for this as well.
Sure.
So I'm getting extremely loud.
Yeah.
Thug
I'll give you
about-
advantage as well.
For a second, I thought that was thugonometry.
Thugonometry? That is what the spell should be called.
Yeah. And it just screams louder. Calm yourselves.
Okay.
Okay. Oof. I look over to Swedish. It seems these guys have a bone to pick with you.
I have no bones to be picked. I don't understand what they're upset about. I've done nothing wrong.
I asked him,
He's still in the fucking alleyway.
Look,
He stretched.
you distorted him. He was like, "What do you mean?"
Whose body? I don't even see a single thing.
That was our boss a week ago.
Your boss?
Yeah.
Well, sorry, looks like this town's under new management.
Are you hiring?
he.
I mean, I certainly can. Name the price.
Right. For me and me boys, it's gonna be. How much? A lot, by the way. These are thugs. They're CR half. There's 20 of them. And they're also mad. Let's see. $15,000 gold.
Okay, and then I
Or
oh
400 a day.
then I just look at him, give him like the most like disgusted look, and I tell him,
Let's cut that in half, shall we, Monheim?
I agree.
This guy's fucking cool. All right, kill him. Go ahead and actually roll initiative now.
okay.
That was a sick one-liner, man. You get advantage. Fuck it. I liked that one. That one was funny.
What
Oh
the-
shit.
Woohoo! Yippee!
Duality. True.
You just you just that's a extra well, I'll just wait my turn.
It's okay.
Oh,
What
hold on.
are you doing?
Am I first?
No.
Oh.
I thought Hunter was trying to say something.
No.
Don't worry, maybe one of these guys will row below you.
Yeah, it's okay. I can take it.
And you?
What did
Yeah.
he have advantage on? Initiative?
I just gave him inspiration.
Oh, okay. Cool.
If you wanted to use that to re-roll your initiative, though, you could.
Let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, Sure, you know what? Screw it. I'll re-roll initiative. Watching that, I get a nat 1. I'll die.
Huge.
Oh,
Massive.
Okay, well, 12.
I'll take care of
Add
half. You
10.
take care of half.
Add 10. Yeah, that works.
You will go ahead of most of the people that I've rolled, at least, so that's good.
That's
11,
We take those.
Don't
8. Oh, you do have giant fire move, I guess. Don't forget about that, I suppose.
No, I know,
Yeah. 19.
but I'd like to use the axe.
I
I
understand.
need my daily dose.
Oh, that's
Lucky.
true.
Well, you can just point at one, throw a fireball at all of his friends.
First up is
At least that all.
certainly by a long shot, Moenheim. Go ahead, Mo. What you gonna do?
Fantastic. Let me make sure they're 60 feet away. Perfect. Whatever the most center is for the group, I summon down Coda Crusher as my bonus.
I see. Radius of 10 feet. That's right. So like here, and just hitting all of these guys.
Yeah. Whatever the max. It's 60. I could do up to 60 feet from me. So
Oh, I see. So more like here.
You can walk.
I can walk at it. I
That
guess
is
that's
true.
fine. Get maximum damage.
It's a pillar.
Probably.
Monheim, that's meta.
Sorry. Thanks for the circle. That helps.
That circle I can move, by the way. That's just a
Can
temporary.
you-
God damn it.
Or can you?
I cannot, and now I have to move all of these
Now it's
tokens.
stuck.
Yes.
How
Going
about you
to-
move them all into that circle? How
I'm going
about that?
to clear drawings and try again.
Monheim summons black hole.
Soon. All right. Let's see. This right here.
Yeah, I think that hits the most of them.
I think so too. All right. How many strength saves is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 strength saves. Great. I have that many d20s. Just about. What's the DC? 18? All right, that's 2 fails, 2 certain successes, and okay. So 2 will pass, and then all the rest will fail.
Okay.
How much damage is that? 3d8?
3d8 for the passes.
Do the rest of them are just fine, yeah?
I think they're just they might be prone.
There's no way that they go prone on a success.
That makes sense, yeah. Yeah. I guess it doesn't say anything about if it fails, so they just stand tough. And they get launched back what is it? What is it? Not prone. There's one if it hits another person, right?
You're thinking of Tempest.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You could summon an air elemental. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of these guys go prone. And I'll just flip them over.
Cool. Then I will immediately start. I'm gonna swing
roll
on
the damage though, quick. 3d8, please.
3d8. You need that
Not
twice?
bad.
Just once.
Okay.
Not too shabby, actually. That is going to take a hearty chunk out of most of them.
Cool. I'm gonna fly straight to this guy.
All right.
Swing on him.
Go for it.
Oh, wait. There it is.
Real trap shit.
Please don't. He is not liking that.
He's out.
He's turns to dust. Yeah, he's still alive, but hardly.
His eyes popping out of his head.
He starts to puke. -2, -1. He has exactly half his hit points now. He did not like that.
Okay. Hit him again.
Please. He's dead.
Oh my
Wow,
god!
you did perfect damage. Wow. Crazy.
Then go to this last guy. And hit him.
22, so then it's let's see. 32. Okay.
And what I need a D6.
-11. -4. Perfect.
And their strength reduced by.
Hey, by the way, do you still have the strength drain thing on, or did did you reduce that down?
I didn't.
Okay.
Where did it go down by?
So the thing with strength drain is either now you do the d6 and then you reduce the strength by 1d4, or I'm sorry, or you just do 1d6 necrotic damage. If you have the 1d4 strength reduction, you have sunlight sensitivity, or no, weakness even. Meaning, hold on. I posted that in the chat a while ago. While in sunlight, you have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Oh, I'll delete that right now from this.
Okay, but you can keep the d6 necrotic damage.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty.
So with the strength drain, it's like an either or. So like you either do the necrotic or it's the strength with the sunlight.
No. So if you want the strength reduction, then you have the sunlight thing. If you just want the damage boost, then it only takes up 1 slot, and you don't get the negative effect.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. So like it does the necrotic, but then it doesn't do the strength.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
and then I fly back, and that's it.
Awesome. Alrighty. He's dead. This guy is prone. He's going to try to not die, I guess. Hold on. Prone creature within its radius must succeed a successful strength throw. Yeah, he's gonna try to move. Actually, he can just move while prone. It just takes more movement. And he's gonna get up. And he's gonna shoot Sudius with a crossbow.
All right.
No, I'm sorry. Monheim. It's the wrong person. 17 to hit, probably misses.
Misses.
Huge. This guy is fine. He's gonna move out of the area of effect though, and take a crossbow shot. That'll be a 10. That'll miss. Up next is this guy, who is gonna take a shot at Sudius this time. Actually, you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nat 1. He shoots. Let's see. He shoots his buddy, who had just been like slashed down, and impales him into the wall. This guy is still gonna be prone, but he's gonna try to move over here and just stand up anyway, using the rest of his movement and take a shot. That's a 9. That'll miss. Up next is this guy. He's gonna shoot at Sugius. It's a 13. Does that hit you, Suge, or no?
It's a meter beat, so yeah.
Yep. Okay. You take, let's see, 4 damage. Wow. It is now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna do something I haven't done yet.
Yeah?
And I just gotta make sure I'm reading this correct. Okay, yep. I'm going to do my action with Eldrimir.
Yep.
Eldrimir, Jesus Christ. Where basically anyone that's in 20 feet, any time an ally within 20 feet of you takes damage, they take 2d4 less damage. And then any ally within this radius also additionally deals an extra 1d6 fire damage the first time they deal damage on their turn within the radius.
Sick. What's the radius on this?
20 feet.
Okay, gotcha. So, boom.
Yes. And then I'm gonna run up to that guy. And I'm gonna say, "Meat's back on the menu."
Okay.
And I'm gonna cut him down.
What does that mean? And you attack him.
What are you saying?
Ow. He's still up.
And then I'll do the d6.
Ooh.
Ow, he's dead. You rolled his exact amount of health.
Yippee! And then I'll run up to.
Are you choosing to take off the strength reduction, by the way? Just so I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I gotcha.
Yep. I can still
I
do
don't
that.
want to break my entire game because they made one item and I made one mechanic that clash, so...
I just need to make sure that I think it's the allies do the additional 1d6.
Yeah, because your weapon already does the d6 of fire, I think.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it is true.
Any ally, yeah, does the fire damage as well.
Yep. Okay, cool.
I'm clicking
then-
backspace in your character sheet.
No. Then
Please.
this guy, I'll attack him. Yeah.
Alright. Please hold. That will just hit. That is their AC.
Okay.
Can I not see the rolls or something?
Yeah, I'm not seeing his rolls either.
Oh, it's for some reason going directly to Jacob. It's to
Is it
GM.
really? Oh, it's
Yeah.
weird.
I don't know how to fix that.
Did I click something?
On your sheet, maybe click public.
Oh, ha.
Let's see.
I mean, I don't know if I would be able to. Well, now next one, it should show up.
Yeah.
So
So okay, he hits. You do. Let's see how much. 3. Okay, he's got that much. Health. All right. We are gonna end it at the end of this initiative after I take all their attacks, and we'll re-roll initiative and finish up this combat next time.
Okay.
17. That's a 19 damage. Huge.
and then I'll do one more.
Oh
and
god.
he's dead. You bisect him. He's gone. All right.
And for extra kicks, one more. Do you one?
Yeah, he super dies. This guy's
We're
gonna
gonna
run up to you with a mace and miss. Oh, he's got advantage actually now.
You get those HP back also, Sweet. Heads up.
Oh yes, that is true.
Yes. This guy
So,
is gonna run up to you.
it's 1, 2, 3.
That's a 23.
That should hit.
You take 7. This guy is going to roll a. Let's see here. 18.
That hits.
You take 8. This guy is going to run up and roll a 24. That's a crit.
That hits.
And that is 7. This guy's
Okay.
prone and is going to get up after moving out of the way. Take a shot at you. That's a 13.
Meets it, beats it.
You take 10. This guy is unable to get out all the way. Well, he's just going to still be prone and take a shot at you.
Okay.
That's a crit. That's 9 piercing damage. This guy's dead. This guy's not. He's going to take a shot at you. Yep, Sugius.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 19.
That hits.
That's 7 damage. This guy's prone. He's going to move over here, get up. Take a shot at you. That's a 17.
Yep.
5 damage. This guy is fine. He's going to get out of here, though. He's going to make a strength save first, I think. He will fail and fall prone. And then try to get out. He's going to attack from prone. It's a 13.
Yep.
It's a 6. So 6 points of damage. That's a natural 1. He's going to shoot this guy in the back of the head. That's 2 damage to this guy. Why did I roll, like, so many hits, and then when I roll damage on his own guy, it's 2? This guy... Oh, shit. Move that back. He's going to move over here, get up. He's going to take a shot at you. The crossbow. That's a 5.
Nope.
This guy gonna run up to you with a mace. Take an advantage attack. That's a 19.
Yep.
You take 3. This guy is already right in front of you. You just stabbed him. He's gonna go for a attack. That is a 20 and a crit. That is 11 damage total.
Okay.
And that is where we'll end initiative. How you looking, Sugius?
Less than half health.
I would assume so.
That's okay because I'll just rage and then get
True.
all my health back.
Yes. And there are several other things that both of you can just do to clean up this next time. But either way, you're going to start building some infamy, I think, in the Ved Coast here, Mr. Crime Lord. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes, sir,
I
yes,
like
sir.
how Brand's going straight, and then we've brought in a new crime dude.
Yes.
What do you mean? You know those orphans?
These
If they're looking
are
for work,
these are legal murders, you know. So I don't know.
Contract it out.
Mercenary work.
Basically.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
contract work.
Contract.
Yeah, it's just,
Contract.
we're contracting. Like I said, the PMC will grow. We just need to acquire currency, and then the PMC will then be formed.
What does the PMC stand for?
Private military company.
I see. Well, I probably should have known that. Given my origins as a warlord, son
Yes.
of a warlord, I should say.
I'm gonna formulate the NRA.
Okay.
It's gonna be great.
Oh no. All right. Well, you have fun with that.
We're gonna make guns.
Maybe your NRA will help you in the war to come. Hopefully, your PMC, not your NRA. That's different.
An AA, National Artificers Association.
Yes.
That's something different. That's a different character's thing. All right.
Or AAA. I'm gonna develop the first AAA.
Tow truck business.
Changing out carriage wheels.
The Alcohol Anonymous.
That's AA. That's not AAA.
Oh, he's Canadian. AAA.
Association.
I hate this. We can't do a Family Guy
We're
bit. I'm
unionizing.
ending stream.
We're
Fuck you.
unionizing.
All right, I'm done.
We're gonna become a union.
Bye.
Bye. End stream.